it away. What's yours will soon be mine. Not city just ain't the same today. Fuck walking a straight line. People dying in the street, yeah. All walk through a pointless beat. Gaping wound in my heart. Bleeding now, my friends start. Only care about me and mine. Cause good friends are hard to fight. Against the odds, I'm unshaken. Gonna take me for a second. What's yours is mine. What's yours is mine, yeah. What's yours is mine. What's yours is mine. What's yours is mine. What's yours is mine.
Well, hey.
Wow. I don't think I've heard anything more beautiful than that.
What's up, Chumbas? How we doing today? Happy Thursday. You like the intro? I think it's pretty good. If I do say so myself. Mostly because Art did the music. You know, credit where credit's due.
I wrote the music. You did the vocals.
Why? Yeah, but it's great. Great. Okay.
You both did an awesome job. I love it.
Yeah, it was an awesome intro.
Thank you.
It was sick.
Well, we are we are here with Cyberpunk Red. I'm gonna scare the shit out of my players real quick because I actually got a bunch of music.
Oh God, what?
Yeah,
Bring it on.
What?
Hang on.
there you go.
Oh, I can't hear it. Hold on.
Get the atmosphere. Yeah.
Nice.
Cyberpunk, so smooth jazz, right?
Yeah, you know, like Kenny G.
Orchestral tunes.
Yeah, it's gonna chill us out, right? That's
Thank
what
you
this
so
is gonna
much.
do.
Ernest.
Just some George Michael immediately. Come on.
Thank you, Derek, for the gift sub, and thank you, Stinkpalm 007 for the follow. Great name, by the way. I love that.
Fantastic.
So, we are here to play some Cyberpunk Red, the role-playing game of the dark future. The distant future of 2045, everything's really screwed up. Just like it is now, but it's worse. And there's more technology, so it's even more fun. Nothing says Edge Runner like smooth jazz. Amen, Stinkpalm, I'm right with you. Yeah, baby.
Your next character call sign is going to be Smooth Jazz. I'm calling it.
Fantastic.
So
If Ariel dies, that's what's gonna happen.
you're
I'll
gonna
be
play a smooth jazz rocker boy, yeah. Musical renaissance. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just get right into it since we had that rad ass intro. Let's introduce everybody. Starting, we'll go left to right. Art on the spot.
Hi. That's all I got. How's it going? I'm Artemis, and I.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, I was born I was born in the 90s.
Oh,
It all started when I was born.
You're gonna get a full life story from me. No, I'm Artemis. I make music and stream. Hi. That's all I've got.
Well, we love you, and I very much appreciate you doing the music because that was so rad. But
There's more. Don't worry.
Oh, there will be more, and don't you worry, I have a little surprise for everybody. So, thank you for the gift subs. Hold on a second,
Holy
something's
cannoli,
messed up.
buddy.
Gift subs don't have a notification sound effect. I'll fix that real quick. Omni, introduce yourself, please, for the audience.
Awesome. Hey everyone, I am the last Omnitech, your favorite robot American, and I am super excited to be here on Red's channel again. It's been a hot minute, I think. But yeah, no, I'm just super ready to play this game. You'll find me on my channel, twitch.tv/thelast-omnitech. I stream every Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and you'll catch me running my tabletop RPG actual play. It's actually a Caltrop core based on the AIS property that me and Red made in conjunction with the community during Writer's Block Season 1. That's on Wednesdays. Thursdays at the Breakfast Club, I'm actually fresh off of that, where we just game, hang out, do whatever. You can watch me get my butt whooped in Elden Ring. And finally, on Saturday, I stream the Stellar Forge, where I world build with all of you guys in the community, both for my properties as well as also others. So tune in and help me build worlds. And that's it. You can also find me here and on DMDM Studios in character. So that's me. That's all I got, Jumbas.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm glad to have you back on. I know it's been a while. That's my bad. But don't worry, we got this cool-ass thing for everybody to enjoy.
Hell yes.
Oh.
I'm psyched.
Batman DH, thank you for the follow. Also, Soul, I didn't mean to like run over your gift subs. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. That's very generous of you, man. Much love. Hydration check. Yeah, I'm gonna need one. I sound like a gravel pit. Okay.
Check. Oh Jesus.
Alec, please introduce yourself for everybody.
Me,
Yes, you.
I'm Alakazam, a pro GM purveyor of all things homebrew. I play a lot of D&D because I run 12 to 15 games a week. I also stream a few times a week. Right now, I do my homebrew streams Monday morning. Tuesday afternoon, I am alternating this month that I'll be doing Appendix of Arcana with Madman DH, actually, where we interview cool content creators and also just talk random stuff about TTRPGs. And then I am also doing with Hope for TTRPGs, KevBot MTG, and Madman DH. I'm doing Alakazam's Remarkable Rescuers, which is an actual play that starts next week. I'm in Omni stream on Wednesday mornings. I'm in this stream. I do TTRPG shit probably about 150 billion hours a week. So look me up. You'll find me doing something.
Hey, Reaper23, thank you for the sub, and C Lever, glad to see you, man. Thank you for the follow. Well, Alec, obviously I'm glad to have you. And I'm very much looking forward to killing your character. Anyway, so...
Yeah, bring it on.
Open up with the violence.
Hell yeah. Well, we're in Cyberpunk. What do you think this is? Dungeons and Dragons? Anyway, Kat, please introduce yourself.
Me, I'm Kat, otherwise known as the Law Mistress or Law Mistress 93 on Twitter. I am a writer, editor, sometimes streamer. It's been a while since I've been on. It's been a while since I've been on What a Red streams, but kindly has invited me back on again. Series stand-in. That's another one of my CV vocations. And yeah, this is my first time playing Cyberpunk, and I'm super excited and terrified for the inevitable death of my character. So,
Oh yeah, and when the doctor dies, everything goes wrong. So,
yeah, so that's why I think I'm a target.
Oh no.
Ian just said, "Don't you dare! I'm not doing more free art for my husband." Okay, you will do more free art.
I want some free art. That would be nice.
Free art is nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you have to make it themselves.
So let's see here. Okay, let's just get right into it. This is Cyberpunk Red. What's yours is mine. This is going to be a. We'll just see how long it runs for. I'm just gonna do this pretty organically. I don't want to like force anything. I have story beats, obviously, but I don't want to. If this lasts 3 sessions, if it lasts 20, whatever works out. But this will be every other Thursday. So this Thursday, and then let's. Thursday the 19th will be the next one. And don't worry, there'll be plenty of ads for that, just in case. Yeah. So, let me here. Okay. So, last we left off. I say last we left off like everybody here. This isn't the first session. So, a lot of you met each other, and through a interesting means. And you all decided to go to a local bar, a nearby bar, preferably a nearby. Otherwise, it wouldn't be worth going to. You're gonna trek halfway across the city. So it's safe to say that you're in a bordering Santo Domingo and Haywood. So it's like southern Haywood-ish. You are heading to a place known as the Nebula. It's a very preem joint for a lot of edge runners. A lot of folks hang out there. Even if you're not an edge runner, you're still welcome in. It's like a middle end. It's a nicer joint for people that can't afford a nicer joint. So, but let me at the movie. So, you lot just got done with a miniature firefight. So obviously, you're coming down from your adrenaline, excuse me, or
No, adrenaline was right.
no, it's fine.
It begins.
My stupidity.
Here we go.
Okay, so you walk into this place and it just completely dazzles you. It's only like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so you don't expect a bar to be bustling, but what else is there to do in Night City? So you walk in and you see this massive bar, and you realize that this building is like some sort of old parliamentary building, because there's massive marble pillars that sort of run in different areas, about like 8, and they run all the way to the back, and there's seats up where there would probably be like overlooking places where like political people's offices would have been. But this place is just completely cleared out and made into a bar, and it's called the Nebula because of the massive glowing database in the center. And below that is a grumpy looking fellow, with just loaded down with specs. He's got a chrome jaw, and all the way down to his like chest. You can tell because he's wearing just like a very revealing shirt, like something with a collar but with the sleeves cut off. But this guy's pretty chromed out, and behind him is a small drone with massive reaching arms, like almost like a cherry picker, and it's sort of just grabbing things off the shelf as people come up and sort of ask them for drinks. And honestly, it's probably one of the more places you've seen. You guys don't really see a lot of not android, but robots and machines serving people drinks. But so, what do you do?
I think I've fallen asleep in a booth here a few times, but I don't recall how good the drinks are. Let's, why don't we get something cheap and find a place to sit down?
Sounds good enough to me, Essie. I'll take care of finding us a space to sit. And I guess Uptime's going to start looking around for a table or a spot where we can sort of hunker down some level of privacy.
Got you. I'm gonna make sure you guys are nice and turned up.
I'll go up to the bar and actually order.
Okay, what are you ordering, boss?
I'd like something strong but cheap. Around for the table over here, and I'll point to where Uptime has found a place for us to sit.
Okay.
Why don't we start with shots for each of us, and if we need more, I'll come get you.
Yeah, sure, Chew. And this guy turns around and he, with very dexterous fingers, you see like these little needle-like appendages like reach out of the tips of his fingers, and he starts rapidly punching in something onto this terminal in front of this map. Bar, or the bar handyman, and it starts reaching up, and you realize it starts reaching up, and then it stops, and then it starts lowering its arm as low as possible, and it reaches for the shelf that's the lowest to the floor. And it grabs a dingy old brown bottle that looks like it's been through an apocalypse. And the fellow that's all chromed out sits down, 4 shot glasses. And this arm reaches over and just dips, perfectly fills each one of them with a little bit of spillage on the counter, turns back upright, puts it back on the shelf, and this fellow pushes the tray towards. I'll put that on your tip.
Good. This is perfect. And I'll take one, and I'll just immediately knock it back, and then I'll be like, "You missed one."
Good start.
This guy would see, like, for a moment, this guy would consider going back over to like the bar helper, and he just go grab the bottle out of the bar helper's hand as it's like coming down to put it back on the shelf, and he'd top it off, set it back on the shelf.
And I'll kind of tip my hat and head over and set the tray down.
This So this booze, if you could even call it that, it's more like it's like wood polish. It's what it kind of tastes like. You can tell that this stuff it's old, but it's old because nobody drinks it. So it's not it hasn't aged well. It has a smoky flavor to it, and it has that really strong like citrusy note that if you'd get after like licking a floor that was just mopped. So you go and sit down with the crew.
Oh, I know the one.
Citrus and like the pledge variety.
Yeah,
of citrus, like the drinkable kind.
Yeah.
I'll say, as I'm sitting down, I'm gonna take mine and I'm gonna knock it back, not bothered at all.
And something nicer to drink.
Eric's gonna grab hers and just be like, "Thank you," and then just start sipping, sipping on the shot.
You're sipping on a whole ounce and a half of this stuff, and like I said, it very much tastes like you've had stuff like this before as somebody of your background. You've had homemade liquor. This is actually pretty good by the standard of the stuff that you've had. So,
A very genuine.
Oh god.
I'm concerned.
I think Uptime like takes his mask down just a little bit and like just brings the thing up and sips. Oh. Puts it down and then like slides it away. Kind of like, okay, that's enough for me. Thank you.
If you're not gonna be finished, then that I mean.
Oh, by all means, Chumba. He just slides it towards you.
and I'll I mean, ladies first, if you'd prefer, wouldn't mind.
No, by all means, I'll buy the next one.
And I'm already not gonna be.
Layla just looks at the shot and goes, "Here," hands it to Jigger.
sorry, I prefer synth coke.
You couldn't have found us something nicer to drink.
I'll slide this over to Eric because I've already had like 3 shots now.
You want to make a body check?
A little bit more enthusiastically.
Body?
She downs
Yeah, make
this one much quicker.
Oh,
Make a body roll.
just straight body.
Yeah, just body for me.
Okay.
See what he gets.
Let's see here. Will it let me do just straight body? Let's see here.
I'm sorry. Resist torture and drugs would be good.
Oh, here we go. In that case,
You're feeling fine. You just knocked back 3 shots, but that's that's usually your morning warm up, so it's really not like affecting you too much.
yeah. Duke drinks a lot.
You
Morning.
yeah,
Right.
morning routine. Wake up, get fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Standard
got
in
it.
the city.
You see a lot of you see a punk walk up to the bar, and he leans in the bar and he says, "Give me a Night City." And the bartender like looks at him. It's like, "Are you metal enough for a Night City?" "Yeah, I'm chilled. Give me a Night City." And the bartender says, "Okay." He doesn't punch anything in to the helper. He actually just starts making this by hand. You see, he adds this a somewhat medium, like middle shelf tequila, and then he adds this thing that looks like it's like a turpentine can. It doesn't look very appetizing. He pours that in, and then he gets out an actual turpentine can, and he adds a few drops of it with the dropper, and you see him pull out like tackle bait for fishing. He takes a worm, squeezes it in his metal hand, and drops it in the drink.
Go.
Nice.
It's very appetizing, actually.
And
Ariel just says, "I don't think he is metal enough. He has no cybernetic enhancements."
the guy, the chromed up bartender leans on the counter and watches him. "Go on, take it." And the guy knocks it back and he starts hacking up a lung. And he's like hacking up a lung as he just like took all of this stuff down that could probably kill most people. The bartender looks expectantly at him. "That'll be 6 eddies."
Oof.
These kids drink like they don't want to live.
This
A
is
lot
why I
of them
prefer
probably
water.
don't.
Speaking of which, y'all handled yourself pretty well. Tell me, y'all originally from Night City?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm a traveler. But I've lived here most of my life.
Who's playing with dice? We roll virtual dice here.
We do.
Red coming up, put those fucking dice away.
Slaps.
We're in the dark future, baby. There's no such thing as dice anymore.
Every
Damn right.
single time someone starts playing with dice, Red's gonna send a gang of punks to come and attack us.
Come break my
Who's playing with dice?
I'm South Am, so no, I'm not local. Been here a few years though.
All right. And all looked at, and you?
Um, whatever you choose to believe, I guess. I'm changing accents. Sorry.
You're good.
I haven't practiced this accent like at all. So,
It's session 1. You're all good. I promise.
whatever you choose to believe about me, you can take your pick.
I think that's a good way to live life. Well, I guess I'm the only native here then. Fair
I
enough.
suppose so,
Yeah.
buddy.
Oh.
Well,
You've lived here your whole life.
oh yeah. I actually grew up not far from here, but I've been all over the city. I don't like to restrict myself to one neighborhood. Plus, I got a few neighborhoods I'm not welcome anymore.
I can only imagine why.
There's a few bars in town that are not welcome at either. I understand.
Well, look, I do a lot of my work in bounties, and frankly, last couple jobs I had were pretty close calls running in by myself. I've actually been trying to find some backup, perhaps, as it were. You know, if it's not too forward, maybe we can work out some kind of arrangement, financially so, for all of us, and that'd be agreeable and amicable. And
Layla sits forward when you mention financial agreement.
I'm interested.
What are you saying?
I'm suddenly interested in what you have to say, sir.
any of y'all ever done bounty work, edge running?
Old hand
Never.
at that, my friend.
I am a Ripperdoc by trade.
Oh, well, I actually could use a good Ripperdoc, one who put in this eye. Well, and he's pulls down his shades a bit, and you can see like around Duke's eye, like, and he has to kind of like pull them down, and he has to like pull his cowboy hat aside, and he has like all this like fine little like dark veins, and it's like part of it is yellow from like obvious like horrible jaundice around his eye where it was like improperly installed.
So, folks,
She kind of takes like without asking you. She like takes. Go on, sorry.
no, you're good. So,
Oh, no.
I have special point spending things for this campaign specifically.
I saw those. I was curious.
This one's called Up the Ante. Jihan said nobody died yet. He upped the ante. So as you lot are talking around the table, you notice a couple of people that are really teched out are getting into a bit of a fight. There's a woman with a side shave and her hair sort of glowing near the bottom. It's obvious she has some sort of synthetic hair. And there's this man that's he's a shorter fellow, but he's definitely got a short fuse in that regard. So they're fighting. The guy gives her a push. The woman literally grabs him by the shoulder and throws him. And as he goes getting thrown, he collapses right into your table, knocks it upright, and everything goes spilling down onto his head and onto the floor.
Oh, you motherfucker.
I'm just in mute. You done spilled the booze everywhere.
Vacant's gonna stand up and crack her knuckles.
The guy would be pulling himself from the floor. Hey, you don't. Who the fuck you think you talking to? He'd look back at a lot of you that like literally had nothing to do with the conversation until right now. But he doesn't look very happy about what's going on.
I think you can pay me for what you spilled, or I'm gonna be looking at a dead man.
Hey, fuck you, buddy. You don't know who you're fucking with.
You're the one that's on the floor.
We're going to fuck you up.
Well, I'm just going to be back here a little bit. You guys go ahead and do your thing, and he's just going to like take his scene, just, like push it back with his feet, as he just sort of like, this isn't my my thing. So, you know, good luck.
This is absolutely my thing.
Wow,
Just looking
just
for
staring
electrical
at-
outlets.
Jude Law, the actor. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Much love. I
Oh,
appreciate
Jude
it.
Law.
Jude Law.
Thank you.
Good to see you, buddy.
I love your
yeah.
movies.
Yeah. I love Jude Law. Good to see you.
I
again,
loved you in
friend.
the holiday, Jude.
But
Welcome.
I'll say that I put my body like between the man and Uptime because I can see them kind of like hiding a little bit, and I will like pull back my duster a little bit, and I'll put my hand on like the ivory grip of my massive, insanely huge like giant revolver. Look, all I want is for you to pay for the drinks you spilled, and then this can be over.
Can I crouch down next to him as well and just like stare at him very intensely? Just to add to the atmosphere.
Just menacingly looking down at them.
I should also say, for the people at home who don't know, Vacant wears a gas mask, so it's literally just like staring, like the dead eyes of a gas mask, just staring at this guy.
Jude Law just said, more than happy to gift. My only request is that Jude Law does appear canonically in the game.
Nice.
So, you know what,
Cool.
Jumba? You know what, Jumba?
That can be
Anything for you. Yep, you know what? I'll do that. Don't you worry. Just stick around for the next session. I'll definitely come up with something for this. Alright, so this guy is... He has since pulled himself from the floor. After pulling himself from the floor, Duke has threatened him. He is not very happy about the fact that he is being threatened. So, gonna throw a punch.
Who?
At me, probably.
Yeah, Duke. The closest to him.
Okay. 18.
Yep. Roll
I mean,
evasion
that would-
for me.
Evasion. Ooh, not great at this. Well, I'm actually okay. Oh, 18.
Okay. So he swings a punch and he takes your shades off, but that's about it. He doesn't hit you really hard. He just knocks the shades off your face as he's throwing like this haymaker punch, and now he's screwed. He's not pulling out a gun though. Keep in mind he's not pulling out a gun.
I'm literally just gonna try and grab his arm and be like, relax, all right? All I want is some manners. You spilled my drinks. I want you to pay for them.
I ain't paying for shit. Fuck off.
Can I jump in?
Yeah, sure. If you want to jump in, by all means.
Yeah, I'll turn if you're talking like, oh please jump in before I just straight murder this fool. Like you can see Duke is like really starting to lose it.
Foaming at the mouth, just.
As you look at her,
Just sat back on a chair.
You can be in the pushback
analysing
chair
going,
club.
Looks like he's had too much to drink. He won't be able to punch very well.
so as Vacant stands there, you can sort of like see the cogs behind the gas mask ticking, and she looks down at him and just sucker punches him straight in the nose. Straight up, just full punch to the face.
Make a brawl check.
Brawl check. Right, where is my? How do I do this again?
Brawl will be under combat, I believe.
It's under combat, yeah.
Yeah.
Combat. 1 second.
And then there's like actions, and then you're doing attack, aimed attack, or damage.
Yeah.
Combat. Where's
On
my-
the page, it'll be under fighting. Is what it'll be under.
He is.
I'm
Fighting
looking
and
for
should be one of the first ones if you haven't invested.
White.
it. I just want to sucker punch this guy in the face. I'm gonna have to. Yeah,
That's fine.
so
Brawling
I'm
is
gonna
your
have to
dex
quickly
plus
jump
whatever
in.
your brawl score is.
I don't know what that is. 1 second. There we go. So that is a 17.
17. Okay.
I'm aiming to
Um,
break his nose if you want to play for it.
Greg, isn't it? He He
Oh, shit.
manages to dodge out of the way. Critical Chit, thank you for the follow. Much love. Appreciate you.
Dude.
On that note, you swing and you miss, because you're just like, I can handle myself in a fight, I got this, and then you just like swing as wildly as you can into this crowd of people that are like
Oh,
gathering around this, and bartender would slam his hand on the counter very dramatically. Hey! And everybody would just like stop and turn and look over at him. Take it outside.
I'm gonna just let go of the guy and push him away.
Okay.
You're not worth it, you fucking moron.
Yeah, you don't know, you fucking.
Yeah, clearly I don't.
He'd fix
Hey, Red.
his chintzy leather jacket and go stomping outside. What's up?
As this fight's been going on, Uptime is gonna lower his virtuality goggles. I'm gonna see if I can't make him pay for those drinks after all. We just won't know it.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
let's see. How are we gonna do this, Chief? Let's see. It should be under the.
This sounds like a real Game of Shadows Jude Law reference. What up?
Oh God.
Yeah, baby, cannon, baby.
So what do you think, Chief? Electronic security tech for this?
Yeah, sure. That sounds about right. Who'd you get?
All right, 15.
You managed to get past the like arbitrary defenses of an agent. As soon as you get to his bank account, lock, instant lock.
Ah. He's
You managed to
sized
swipe a
with
few eddies, about
Okay.
4. You directly transfer them over to the bar, but
Yeah.
4 ain't anywhere near enough. That's most drinks cost about.
That's fair. He just sort of smiles behind his glasses and puts them back up again, leans back. Yeah, it was worth a try.
I'm gonna, like I said, I'll
Do
let
we
the drinks-
recognize or know who he is? Is he someone important?
Would I have recognized him? Maybe?
That's a great question. Do I know anything from what the dude I just act?
That's
If he's anyone.
Do I know anything
Because he's a
about this?
punk.
Oh
He's
yeah,
a
he's
punk.
he owns the city.
He owns the he is Richard Knight. He is Richard Knight.
Just digitally
You don't know who
pickpocketed the
you
mayor
fucking
by
is.
accident.
I'm the CEO of Night City.
Yeah, Richard,
Oh,
the
it's fucking
CEO of the
Morgan
city.
Blackman. So I'm like, oh shit.
Mor-
Well, then
Uh,
yeah.
that was
Played by
Morgan
Jude
Blackhead.
Law.
He would have just shot you and not thought about it.
Right,
Yeah.
Red. Because
Yeah.
Layla is a punk, would she know anything about what he's wearing or like his general look?
Let me think. So
She's also from a punk background. Ish.
if you can justify like a skill check for me to identify this, I think a good example of one would probably be like maybe criminology, deduction.
Wardrobe and style or streetwise, maybe.
I think
That'd be
Streetwise
good
is
too.
probably
That'd be
the
good too. Yeah.
goal. Yeah. I'll do. Can I do a streetwise check to see?
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody who wants to.
That
Duke doesn't know.
Which trick are we doing?
What?
I'm doing a streetwise one to find out if I know anything about his style. Or...
I was
Duke does-
wondering if I could do one via deduction to try and see if I can look at like his clothes and his like face, if he's been around in my area or my circles or.
I got a 20.
Okay.
By the way.
Nice.
You roll a 20, you said?
Yep.
So, this guy might be a bit of a punk, but he's wearing a leather jacket, and underneath he's wearing what looks to be like a nicer, more recent, like in style suit with a tie with a clip on it, and it had an electronic clip on it. That slight little glow just for the extra touch. This guy obviously had a gun on him because you could tell by like the bulge in his jacket, and by his accent, he might be a poser for some sort of like American mafia. That's all you can figure. He's probably just a poser. You can pretty much dismiss that.
That boy was not a punk. It's just.
And
That's all I got.
I'm gonna turn back to everyone after he like storms out. I'm like I said, I'm just gonna sit back down and try to like collect everything back on the So you can see I have a bit of an issue with my temper, which is why I could use some backup.
No trading essay. Never would have guessed. It's fine.
I mean, I try to be polite and gentlemanly, but sometimes I just get a little angry.
Well, you've certainly got the voice
I'm
for
gonna
it,
say,
if anything.
you do have an issue with your temper, so you will need a good Ripperdoc.
Yeah.
Maybe, just maybe, if you're lucky, I may or may not know a certain tech specialist who you might not need to worry about dealing with the ramifications of your actions. Assuming things get involved with, say, authorities. Maybe if we're lucky, we might not even need to go violent, unless you really, really want to.
Sometimes I really, really want to.
Well, then we'll make sure it's for the right reason at the right target. How about that?
That woman that was having this heated discussion with that fellow that just stormed out of the bar, she'd walk over to you. Hey, I saw what you did. Didn't need the help, but I appreciate it. Are you out
going
looking
to pay for the drinks?
No. Are you out looking for work?
Actually, it's funny that you should ask. That's what we were just discussing.
Yeah, you look like a bunch of edge runners. She'd look you over, and then she'd look at Uptime and squint like, maybe not you. And then she'd nod. I got a really simple job that needs doing, and I was gonna have him and his cronies do it, but he did not like the pay.
Well, I'm not as picky when it comes to pay, though I am a professional who deserves to be compensated. And my crew here, of course, equal partners. They don't work for me. But I don't work for anybody whose name I don't know. So, the name's Duke Connors. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Sure.
Layla takes a bit of a second when you say Connors.
Yeah,
We're not
it's...
related, are we?
And I'm gonna, like, turn, and I'm basically just gonna look them up and down like, I highly doubt it.
I didn't think so.
Never seen you before in my life.
My name is Layla Connors, and but most people call me Vacant because I mispronounced my band name once. I play music.
Are you any good with a weapon?
Am I any good with a weapon?
Did nod. Like, are you?
Yes.
They're fantastic with the weapon. All of them. I actually saw this one earlier today take out a pretty terrible gang member. It was an incredible thing to see.
Okay. All right.
I'm trying to be like, just fucking be cool, like, just
chill.
Just like, I didn't kill anyone.
We are a team that has a lot of different skills, if that's what you're after.
She'd look over at you and look you up and down. A little lacking in the style
I just
department, but yeah, I could see that.
Wow.
That's just rude.
Just wow.
It just like it glitched when you said that, and it took my brain a little bit of time to just process what you just said.
Actual glitch in the
I was
matrix.
like, nothing in the, and that is exactly what Eric. Just take time to process that comment, like
Just don't
style.
just
like.
all of the notion was like, I'm so offended that took my breath away a little bit.
Soho's like last decade.
Well,
anyway, I'm not here to
fancy
talk style.
clothes don't save people's lives, do they?
No, they don't.
We look good doing it.
What's everybody's cool scores? Curious.
Oh.
Like, cool.
6?
8.
6.
I'm
Cool.
the coolest.
Yeah, it should be in your base.
3.
Okay, that's a cool score of 3.
3.
For folks that don't know at home,
So I
cool is
am
your charisma.
wearing clashing colours. There's like a bit of leather, but there's no semblance of any thought into my outfit.
No rhyme or reason.
It's all very like meticulous, clean, tucked in. You know.
I love this. Okay. She looks you up and down again, like, oh my god, what the hell are you wearing? And she doesn't say that out loud, but you can read it on her face. And she shakes her head. All right, I need you to do a job. It's tonight. All I need you to do is oversee an exchange of goods. Can you do that?
Sounds simple enough.
I'll pay each of you 100 eddies. Sound good?
That works for me.
Oiman?
I'm just imagining Vacant like spitting out the drink like.
Count me in.
Holding up an empty shot glass. I'm in.
100 eddies ain't much, but it's pretty good work for a day, you know? So
100 eddies will be adequate.
all right, come with me. I'll give you the deets.
Can you buy
Before
me
I
a drink as
follow,
well?
I'm gonna insist one more time. I still haven't heard a name yet.
Let's keep it that way, for everybody's sake.
And you can see he winces like a little bit at that, but he's gonna follow anyway because he wants that money.
I said, what's your name? Pulls out a gun.
End of campaign. First
I show the
session.
duster of my revolver.
Like I said, he's not that crazy, but he's almost that crazy.
Uptime will stand up, dust off his raincoat. Still has his mask up, even though I don't. It's Florida. It's too hot to do that. And he's going to just sort of follow, occasionally dipping in his virtuality goggles, sort of enjoying the virtual world around him as he's going through.
Okay.
I'm just carrying an empty shot glass with me.
You get led back to a.
Expect your free drink.
Like you're gonna get a free drink. You didn't even. None of you even bothered to lift up the frickin' table that they knocked over. So
I said I put it back.
oh, you.
I
Put
said
it
I put it back.
Okay. You just left everything else. There's just a big ass spill on the floor, and you see like a little Roomba type thing just like come over and start like sucking it up.
Yeah, I ain't cleaning that up. I don't work here, but I put the table back.
I respect that. I don't know, man. I just work here. So you go. She leads you to the back. It's sort of like a private area, and it's like separated by what look to be illuminated beads. And she plops down on a square booth, and there's this guy that looks incredibly intense. He's got from like the bridge of his nose all the way over to like the side of his face. It's like a massive metal plate, and his eye is glowing red. And he has a short capped haircut. He doesn't look like a punk. He looks like a guy that's getting a little bit too old to be doing shit like this. He's obviously reaching into his 40s, but he just needs to make money. So she sits down and gestures for the lot of you to take a seat too. And this is like a horseshoe-shaped booth. There's room for absolutely everybody.
Uptime will gladly take a seat.
Yeah.
Reach along quiet.
I'll put the empty shot glass on the table. So
Plonk
I'm
myself on the
insinuating
end.
that I want a drink.
Sit down, but he like keeps one of his hands like not on but near the handle of his revolver. Like I do not like how this room is set up. I feel very like closed in.
It's very much a
But
funnel.
he's
If something bad
Yeah,
were to
he's-
happen, there'd not be an easy way to get out right
Yeah.
now. So
yeah, you can see he's like really like don't like this. But he sits
I
down.
don't like this. I don't like this one bit.
I completely forgot that I'm supposed to be lugging a big, massive black case with me as well.
yeah, you're lugging around that big old
I forgot about that.
axe
You
case.
You probably have to get the edge then to like put it down on the side or something, like stand it up next to you.
I'll be sitting on the edge. On the edge.
She'd this woman would gesture with his head, with her head, excuse me. Fellow, obviously, like implying talking, not just yet. He looks at you. He looks at the lot of you and looks you up and down. So these are gonna be the ones that help us out this evening. What happened to the other guy? He
We scared
got
the
it.
shit out of him.
Yeah.
He's dead.
He's dead.
We didn't kill the
That was
guy.
a joke.
That was a joke. Ha ha ha.
You've just got the stare of like Layla's just sort of moving slowly away from you.
Oh, that's freaking amazing.
He displayed a pretty egregious lack of manners, and we're gonna be taking his place.
All right. Let's get to the gist of it. There's a group of Maelstrom that I need to do a trade with. Maelstrom, in the name, they are very volatile people. Go off on a hair trigger. You're so much as wearing the wrong clothing, they'll shoot you in the fucking face. I want to make that clear.
All right.
We have quite a bit to worry about then.
These guys are borderline cyber psychos. I want to make that very transparent. This is going to be dangerous if you don't keep your mouth shut. All you need to do, stand there, look tough. That's your entire job. Stand there, look tough, make sure I don't get roughed up. That's it. We're exchanging briefcases.
So what you're saying is we shouldn't have anyone on our team that is prone to bad temper.
Or doesn't dress right.
You lot, edge runners, punks, whatever you're calling yourselves these days, all you need to do is stand there and shut the fuck up. If I make that clear. You get 100 eddies for just standing there.
We can all handle that, I'm sure. Won't be any issue at all.
Now, I'm not
How many
Simple.
people?
They're gone.
How many people are we meeting with?
I have no idea. I'm supposed to meet with a single person. His name's Ox.
Have I heard of that?
Make a check.
Yeah, I was about to see if I could do a search for him on the web, on the
The
net,
World Wide Web.
which collapsed, by the way.
On the dark web.
Number 15.
Um,
Ox.
Would that be tracking or streetwise?
Streetwise. You've never heard of this guy. He's probably small time. If you haven't heard of him, small time, definitely, without a doubt. If anybody else would like to make a check, that is cool plus a D10
I'll try.
plus whatever your
That's an 8.
score is.
Oh, I won't bother then.
13?
13.
Yeah.
The wrong one.
Ox. You know of an Ox, but he isn't one of the Maelstrom. Ox spelled O-X. He's just a big dude. He works as a solo, like a bodyguard for a lot of different corporations, stuff like that. He's a pretty up and up guy. He's just the kind of person that does things for the paycheck. He's not good or bad. He's very just in. But Ox, O-X, probably not the guy they're talking about.
Fair. All right.
I got
He
20.
files that away in the future.
I rolled a nice number.
Yeah, what'd you get?
I got 23.
23. Ox, A-U-X, as an auxiliary. This guy has been known
Yeah.
to go on actual rampages. Like actual rampages. Like what this fellow here just said, what this solo told you. He does that. He goes and shoots people in the face if they don't agree with him. He's that kind of cyber psycho. He is so far gone in his own psychosis and sense of egocentrism that he'll just shoot people that don't work with him.
I think this job might be a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, it's gonna be dangerous, but it's gonna be like 10 minutes of you standing there. That's all you
We
need
can-
to do.
We
10
can
minutes
handle
for
danger.
100. Okay.
If we just need to stand there, then that's fine, isn't it?
That's it. No catch. I am going to exchange a briefcase with Ox. It. Gonna be at a convenience store.
Stand
Sounds
there
good.
and look intimidating.
And I'll just look down at my like flowery dress or whatever.
We're just
We can
looking
certainly
over
do
it.
that.
Let's see.
Can we get Siren something like some body armor or something? Give her a bit more of a scary look, I guess.
Let's talk about that kind of thing
Excuse
away.
me, I look
from-
exceptionally scary.
That was in
Oh.
character, by the way.
Oh,
Uptime slowly
handle
leans
this thing.
across the table to look at you guys out of the corner of his eye. Let's try talking shop once we're done with the contract and not have someone who's employing us right there.
So you're saying you're in?
Sounds like free eddies to me, practically. And underlining that, like, he's going to, when he's offhand, using his agent, like, send a text message to you as he's, like, typing with his other, like, free hand. It just says, and if it isn't, then, well, it's not our problem. It's this guy's.
If it isn't, then fuck.
Yeah. If it isn't, it's not gonna be my problem.
Not for much longer.
Did you text that to
XOXO Gossip Girl.
Did you text that to everyone, by the way, or just one person?
Just specifically to Vacant.
Okay.
Since you're the one who addressed me.
I like
Oh,
the
yeah,
idea of
smile.
Uptime, like texting slang. And
Where
not
did
knowing
you
what it
get my
means.
number?
A good net runner never tells.
You get a text back just saying, "How did you get my number?"
Who the fuck is
gets
this?
like
And
a good
while
that gets
you're
like a
typing
smile
back
out of his
while
eyes.
Not even looking. Bacon's like,
Are you a crazy stalker fan again?
Okay. Yeah,
New
this is
agent
the
who
last
dis.
time.
New
Alright.
agent.
This is the last time I'll ever speak to you.
So
Well,
are you in or are you out?
I think it's safe to say we're all in. When are we doing it?
Yeah.
Now?
No. Gonna have to wait till nightfall. And I shouldn't have to say this, but I've dealt with people that just don't know what the fuck they're doing. They couldn't tell their ass from a hole in the ground. Don't tell a goddamn soul about any of it. Stays between us.
Of course, we're all professionals. We know the score.
Layla puts her phone on the table.
That goes without saying.
Okay.
Obviously.
Back here, an hour. Got it?
Got it.
It gives us some time to get some body armor for Siren to make her a little bit more intimidating, I suppose.
I'll be out back in the alleyway with some wheels. Get out of here.
I'm gonna basically be pushing Vacant like, fuck. Just
You just get just that back and forth of what the what?
Why? I didn't do anything.
you can see as soon as Duke like turns away from this guy and like looks at Vacant, his face just changes of like pure seething, unadulterated rage of like, oh god, just. But he like takes a moment to. All right.
You
Let's,
can't see Layla's face, but she's definitely went chalk white.
Mama told me to
How
count
about-
to 10 when I get angry.
That's it. Once we're back in the actual bar proper, is there anything any of y'all need to take care of in the meantime?
Don't think so.
I'm fine and ready to go when you are.
I should text my bandmates and let them know I won't be in tonight, I suppose. You can see her just like the tapping sound on our phone.
Meanwhile,
Her is
Duke
just
is kind of
already
like,
letting her family members know that she won't be,
Those are
you know,
bandmates.
in office.
Just let our bandmates know that she might die tonight.
Kelly, thank you for the follow. Much love. Welcome in.
Hey, it's
um,
Kelly.
Duke is gonna just like pull out the revolver and like, you know, it has a top break and they like just flip out the like massive shells and they like put new bullets in it and put it away. Like, all right, we'll be calm, cool, sophisticated. We ain't gonna cause any problems. We're just gonna look. And I'm gonna look at Siren, and then like look at everyone else. I'll stand up in front, and we'll look as tough as we can.
That's fair.
Hmm.
Just try not to lose your temper.
Nah, I
Yeah,
I know when to bite my tongue when I have to. I promise I will not lose my cool.
Why am I not? Why am I not convinced?
Might I suggest we have a backup plan?
Yeah.
I'm literally like standing to the side, just like turning like, maybe?
You know,
Just maybe?
You know your way around all sorts of hacking and doing and wheeling and dealing. I assume so. maybe you can keep a nice overwatch on us. Post up and do whatever you gotta do in case.
You know
I
your
think
party
that would be
you
awesome.
can come over and join us, right?
Oh, I am well aware of it. And he just sort of like walks a little closer, and the glow from his visor kind of like largely obscures his eyes. Look, I'm well aware I'm part of this group, but I'm also kind of better working to support. I agree with that. I think an Overwatch would be good for you guys. He says he's meeting with one person? I'm sorry, I've been chased way too many times by gangs to tell you they're not called gangs because they rove around in single individual members. Yes, I think you might need someone watching your back. I'll see if I can follow. Maybe keep a little bit of distance. And see if I can get you all an exit in case things go south. How's that sound?
Good.
Sounds perfect.
Good. Now, you, I assume, know how to play that instrument you're lugging around.
I'm a little bit offended you would even question my ability to play a guitar.
Well,
Have you not heard of me?
I'm sorry, I have a very short list that I listen to. I listen to classical music,
I listen to a lot of music.
How have you not heard of me?
I've never
No.
heard of you.
And I'm gonna pull up my agent and start playing music, but like the classical music is literally Morricone's.
I was literally just about to say Ennio Morricone.
Yes.
Symphony of Gold or whatever it's called.
Ecstasy of Gold.
Ecstasy of Gold, that's right. Wah, wah.
Oh my god.
I listen to the classics. Just sort of like turns on Merle Haggard.
It's basically Johnny Cash, Marty Robbins, like Hank Williams, and maybe Dolly Parton if he's feeling fun.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That explains why you've never heard of me then.
Sorry, I keep mostly up with bounties, not popular music.
What is the name of your band? I'm just looking at Vacant.
I wouldn't say we're popular, but we've been known to trash a few bars. My band's name is Vagrant. We're that punk band that ruined an entire nightclub.
That
Have I heard of
explains so
Vagrant?
much about your name. Now I get it. Okay. There we go. I genuinely thought it was a self-burn for a while. I wasn't sure. I didn't want to be rude about it.
I
you know.
felt that was the same as well.
Okay.
Ow.
I'm something of a punk rocker myself.
We
Okay.
play punk music and we've wrecked a few bars. That's all you really need to know. I'm no stranger to a fist fight in the middle of a crowd.
You'd see like a white, like somebody that was like working, like cleaning up the floor, and they'd look over at you like, you better fucking not do what you've done. Here, I'll fucking end you.
I have told you
Hey,
1,000
I
times, I'm sorry!
I think that person has heard of you.
Not the good kind of herd, but yes, we should probably leave now.
Well, the reason I ask is purely if we're gonna be there looking tough or whatever, you might want to have that case. I don't think you need to be playing us a soundtrack or nothing, but we don't need them to know what's in that case. For all they can assume, it could be a giant rifle or something.
I love the way you think.
Thank you for the
Just-
follow, Paul. Much love. Thank you, man.
You can sort of see the mask move a little bit as you assume that she's now smiling very widely.
Going off those
This is
pearly
where
whites to nobody.
Exactly. She's just, she's smiling, she's happy.
And if we need to disorient and get out of there, Uptime, could you take their guitar and like any possible speaker system, amplify it? Maybe we can kind of confuddle them or something if need be. I like to have a backup plan.
Okay. He pauses and, like, for a second, like, literally, he's fiddling with his visor, just to make sure it's still working. Because I am too.
Sing on.
Look. He pauses. I'm not a technician. I'm not an engineer. I work with computers and the net. So if you're asking if I can somehow supercharge a guitar to turn it into a sonic weapon, you want a weaponer, not a security expert. But I tell you what I can do. Do you happen to have, say, I don't know, MP5 of your audio? Like a song you rather like, preferably nice and loud?
You can find any of our stuff on the internet.
Okay, let me fire up the net and see if I can find something. And he's gonna flip on and see if he can find like the loudest, most obnoxiously rocky track
Oh yeah,
that Vagrant has done.
you accidentally
punk
start
rock
playing
band.
it. You start playing it by it.
They're a punk rock band.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Like it. He's gonna like turn it off and then turn towards everyone else. Okay then. If I can maybe get access to the speaker system, I might be able to give you some cover with it then. How's that?
I have a pocket amp as well, if that is any use to you.
I mean, I trust you with what you do, and the only tech I understand is, and I'll like pull my revolver out in this crowded bar in front of everyone, and then I'm like, and put it back. Like, okay, maybe not, but like.
All right. The Red, question for you.
Your boss.
So agents, they are literally pocket-held AI smartphones, basically.
Yep.
Do they have like Bluetooth functionality or like the equivalent, where like people have the ability to hear them in their ears without holding them out, or like without plugging headbuds in or something, or is that a thing that's individual, like a piece of equipment that everyone needs to get?
You'd have to have an audio interface.
Okay.
Audio interface.
All right. Okay, that actually
cool
works.
set of specs in your ear holes. Well, it's not even in your ear holes; it just plays directly into your brain.
Okay. If that's the case, then
Jesus.
he's going to sort of like point, Vagrant, I'm going to need your agent's contact, and I'm going to, if we need to get you out of there, you're the first one who's going to go. And I'm going to have, and he points towards, he points up towards the Duke, and I want you to keep an ear out for your agent in case anything happens. I will flash send you a map of where to get out of there and to run. To run, not to
Good.
firefight.
Good. You can see he's like, oh, I want to firefight so bad, but he's like, yeah, all right, yeah.
I want to shoot him so bad.
I'll assume too if, I mean that Racket was your band, right?
Racket.
I actually thought it was okay.
Look, why don't we all?
Clearly not a fan of punk music.
The best music.
I have my tastes. Look, is there anything else we need to handle in the meantime?
I'm good, Shumba, whenever you all are ready.
What exactly do you want me to do in this plan, other than save all of your lives if you are dying?
Try and look scary.
Well, yeah, looking
Well,
intimidating
I
is
think I have
one
that.
thing.
I mean,
I think I have that down.
Yep. You sure do. You're cool of three.
No problem.
Perhaps they'll look at you as unpredictable.
Just smile really, really wide.
Look,
Smile.
ideally we can stand
Smiling
there.
is not normally a scary emotion.
Depends how much passion you put into it.
Like this?
Why don't you just hold on to that rifle you were carrying around?
Vacant just leans back like, oh fuck.
Yeah, why don't you just hold on to that rifle?
Siren just like, my father
like,
was a drinker.
Eris from Final Fantasy VII with a fucking great assault rifle.
Oh.
Okay, so a lot of you are getting to know each other, you know, making friends.
Not insulting at all.
Oh, you're fine. So, hour rolls by pretty quick as you lot are planning and you realize that it is time to go. It is getting dark outside. and there's that little bit of that red haze from the. Well, we're in the time of the red after all. As the sun's sort of going down. When the sun rises, there's that red haze. When the sun falls down, there's that red haze. Right now, there's a haze outside. So much so that people don't even refer to it as sunrise or sunset. They just call it first haze or second haze.
While wearing the gas mask, Vacant just takes a huge inhale of air, just going, fresh air.
This place is
Clearly mocking the fact that she's the only one wearing a proper gas mask during the haze.
Actually, the air is not fresh at all.
The air here smells like the best way to describe it is a pool that has just had fresh chlorine added into it, and also the smell of pennies, like a mixture of that.
Oh, the smell of copper and dirt.
Yep, dirt, copper, chlorine. It smells fantastic.
Oy. Well, at least we know no one's going to be looking at us from above.
Yeah.
Satellite uplink ain't gonna work through a haze like this, I'd hope.
I've done a lot harder work for a lot less money, so let's just try and be positive, shall we?
We only have to stand for like 10 minutes looking scary. We can do that.
Yeah.
It's fine. Just looking at Siren every so often.
So we'll say that you lot are already like you've taken the wheels over to the place. You're just walking on the walk now to the location. This fellow that has yet to disclose his name, if he ever does, is just leading the pack. To that.
While we're walking towards the location, Uptime is gonna just give the Duke a pat on the back, sort of do like a. He's gonna start ducking off. He's gonna see if he can't access his agent and find a path to sort of keep up with them, but not be in the same area. Basically, I'm trying to get into an overwatch position, preferably on the top of the building or closer to a nearby building, but I can watch from a distance.
Okay. One thing you'll immediately notice is that there's no cars parked anywhere on these streets. Like not a car in sight, and you
Don't like that.
You can kind of figure out why. You just have to think about it. People keep their cars indoors. Everybody gets jacked. It's not a outside is not a great place to store your vehicles. Kind of goes without saying, especially in a city like Nights, where everything's free game.
Can I do a check on the style of clothing that the guy's wearing to see if I can sort of decipher it, where he's from? Or is this the same guy that... No, it wasn't.
Yeah, this is the same guy that talked to you about the gig that told you to just stand there and shut up.
I should have done this earlier, but while we're walking on the street, I'm just sort of analysing his clothing. I can do a check for it if you want.
Yeah, sure.
There's a check for it. So that's the style, and I got a 21.
His style of clothing is very like techy. It's very like it's modern, but it's sort of like comfort fit stuff that you're able to like move around easily in. This guy's obviously some sort of solo. He prefers function over form. But he doesn't have ugly clothing. He doesn't lack style. It's just generic tech gear that you'd see. A bunch of pockets, places to insert bullet resistant padding and stuff like that. This guy's pretty, set to go.
I mean, Vacant's not going to make it very obvious that she is making it obvious that she's looking him up and down, just sort of like walking along the side, going like, "Ooh."
I'm gonna look around and see if there's anyone else on the streets, like, just trying to see where every like living person is. And then I do have the up to 400 times magnification if I need it.
Okay, there's some guy standing, leaning against the wall of this place, and he's sort of like tapping his foot. He looks a bit, dare I say, tweaked out. He's obviously like jittery. He's like tapping his fingers on his arm, and he's like tapping his foot. And he sees the lot of you, and he starts making his way across the street to you.
Ariel's gonna turn her robotic eye red to look more intimidating.
And can I attempt to hide out of line of sight from this guy?
You may. I can check
Okay.
for that.
All right. Let's see. It's going to be leave its body. There we go. Okay. It's 14 minus 7. That means.
Why'd you get a -7?
I have no idea. I should be like much better.
It'll be a 21.
Okay, I was like, the hell is going on with that?
So yeah, you just sort of like duck into like a bit of an alcove. You sort of slink into where a doorway would be to some sort of group of apartments, and this guy walks up to you. Hey, you guys want to buy something really cool? You know? He's like twiddling his fingers.
No. And just keeps walking past him.
No.
I look
Yeah,
to see if the guy that we're traveling with speaks to him or.
No, the guy you're traveling with just walks. I mean, does not.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk right past him as well. Not even engage with that.
Okay, y'all have access to your token.
Gotcha.
There we are.
Oh.
Alright, where am I?
What did he ask us if we want to buy something?
Yeah, you want to buy something cool.
He wants to sell us drugs.
So I would be.
What are you selling?
Just a quick,
What are you selling?
quick question. The guy up front is the guy we're following, right?
Yes, this fellow.
Okay, so I would
fellow
be.
here is the guy you're
I would
supposed
be.
to be.
Oh, no, there. There. Alright, I'm there.
Hey! He starts like walking backwards, to, like catch up with you. You guys don't want to buy any brain dances?
No.
I got some
Just-
good ones. I got some real good ones. South Am. Know what I mean?
Look, just move on. We ain't interested.
Yeah. Walk off. It's just trying to, like.
Fuck you.
That's all I got.
Fuck off.
Just fuck off.
Whatever. They're taking off. Like, you're missing out on. He's gonna. Oh, fellow that you're following, who is yet to give a name, I guess. You would. There is a neon sign that is flickering, and it says Jude's.
I'm trying to
Um,
work it.
I'm gonna like cross the street, and I'm still gonna stay like, you know, a few feet back, trying to just do what he said and stand back and not make any noise. But you can see like the dude has his hand on the handle of his revolver the entire time.
I'm just basically standing beside you with this big, massive case.
You've all kind of made it clear that you don't think I'm intimidating enough, so I just kind of stand back a little bit and start getting like some of my most like the tools that I think that I would need in an emergency to hand ready.
Uptime,
And I'm I want to survey the area and just see if I can see anyone around or anyone apart from the guy that tried to sell us drugs.
Okay.
Anyone around that might look like that they're heading over to us or that they're watching us or.
What you do see is a couple of guys hanging out in like what looks to be like a garage somewhere. It's an entryway into the back at this point, and they're just standing there, smoking some sort of vapors, and they're just shooting the shit. Both of them look teched out, really hardcore.
Do I, with the amount of tech that they have, do I have any suspicion that they might be like Maelstrom or? Because I know that Maelstrom has a lot of tech.
Guys are males. Hardcore.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to stop and go over to Siren. Why don't you stay here on the corner? And I know you're pretty good with that rifle. If things go bad, and I'm gonna point to them. Try to be subtle so that like they can't see me pointing, but like I'll even probably keep my hand behind the corner of the building so they can't see me. Just keep an eye on those two.
I already am.
And I tap my red eye.
Uptime is trying to jack into the net, and he's seeing if he can find access to local security cameras on this street. See if he can't Five Nights at Freddy's this stuff.
Yeah!
Oh hell yes!
Make a check
I
for
love
me.
that reference.
Get the
You got it,
troubadour.
Chief.
Get the troubadour song on.
Yeah, I'll.
Just suddenly, an animatronic bear.
Freddy
Oh,
Fazbear
shit.
dropped from the sky.
It's
Milit-
Golden Freddy!
You know that
16
Militech is here. He's dropped Golden Freddy. Let's see.
Wake the fuck up, chica.
16,
my-
Chief.
The
16.
animatronics get a little quirky.
I hate that
Welcome
so
to
much.
Fazbear Entertainment.
I hope you enjoy your stay. Because you got a 16. You can hack into
Hello?
Hello. You can hack into
Hello?
one stationary camera, but it's in a really awkward spot, and it's sort of just looking at the building from a really weird angle.
Okay.
Um,
Let's see. If that's the case, then he's going to try to get up higher, if possible, to actually get like a literal higher view from, like, if possible, roof access.
Okay. So you are standing next to what looks to be the doors to inside of a flat. So you're gonna try to strong arm your way in because this place is locked up.
Actually, I'm going to see if I can't try to parkour my way up the side. It is kind of a shtick.
Okay. You can check that's appropriate.
Let's see.
I
We're
hope
going to
you
go with
don't fall.
athletics.
Parkour!
Parkour! 20. Get right.
You find some good
Hit a parkour
handholds
button.
in these industrial buildings, and you start pulling yourself up the side of them, and you make your way up to the top of where you're currently at. This building goes up about 3 stories, and the 4th one is unfinished. So you can just sort of like sit there on the cheap wood and the steel beams and stuff like that, and just sort of watch it.
Perfect. Once he gets up there, he's just going to send a silenced message to Vacant, saying in position. That's it.
Just looking at her phone like.
So now we have Uptime like a sniper. Enemy of the Gate style. Another Jude Law reference.
Hey.
Let's go.
Jude Law's our biggest fan. This is
but-
great.
I will, yeah, like I said, I'll ask Siren to like stay at that corner and like watch those 2 maelstrom. And I'll just turn to Vacant. Why don't you and I go in and follow our employer here? I think if things go south, we can figure our way up out of this building.
Sounds like a plan. Who's staying outside? He's just Siren.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Well,
look, you're a
I turn
medical.
and I say, I can handle myself. I'm scary.
can you look after my case for a little bit? I don't think it's very appropriate to bring this in. Just pointing
Do
down
you
at this
not
like
need it?
box. I might later, but I don't need it right now. You
Just
caught
know
me
that if
before
I
could
have
go
to
home.
run, I will leave it behind because it is quite heavy. But yes,
Not that heavy. You've not lifted it yet. Try lifting it right now.
I try to lift it.
It's not
Is it
that
heavy?
no. It's
You sure?
surprisingly
surprisingly
light.
much lighter.
You sure you don't want to take it with you in case you need cover, or you want to pretend it's a rifle case or something?
Do you really think I'm going to use my fucking guitar case as cover? She
Well,
looks-
it's better than leaving it on the street in case things go south and we got to run.
I
Well-
suppose you're right. She
While
kinda
this is
like-
going on, he's trying to hack into the PA systems to get access to it, not to use it yet. Continue, guys.
I forgot about that. I'll
Okay.
take it in, but I want to I'll turn it around so that the bright pink katana that's clipped onto the case is facing me, so I can just easily grab it.
Pink katana!
It is a neon pink katana for anyone
That
watching.
is the
Like,
best.
You could not mistake this for anything else but a katana that's just
This is why your cool is much better than mine.
my what?
You're cool.
You're cool. You're cool stat.
Oh, she's got to be fashionable. She's a punk.
So, this fellow's looking at the lot of you, waiting for you to stop having cold feet. and the moment that you sort of say, okay, this is what we're gonna do, he just nods and he starts walking. And this door slides open with a shoo.
Alright.
You hear a little doo-doo, because this is definitely a convenience.
Got an 18 on the security, Chief.
Okay, so what are you trying to do exactly?
He's trying to gain access to the PA system of this store. He's not trying to utilize it yet. He's just gaining root access, and his goal is literally once he has it, he's just gonna wait, scroll through the music, just sort of like be disdainful at the irritating like interior shop music they got, and then add to their playlist, but not into like the actual like active one, into like a back one, the song that Vacant has from the band, and have his finger on the volume for when it's time, if he needs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Vacant coming inside?
Yeah, she's following you.
Move your toe.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
I'm gonna still, like I said, stay a couple of feet behind, but I'm like doing the thing where you kind of like, oh yeah, well, I'm looking at stuff, but like totally not paying attention to anything on the shelves.
Yeah. So she would be there, staring at a shelf.
Is there a good place that I can stand, Red, where I would be able to maybe see in a window to what's going on inside, but I can also still see these people outside?
The only windows on this place are at the very front. So you'd probably
At the
have
very
to be
front.
about like here-ish, and you'd have to like every now and then.
Okay, yeah, I'll just kind of be roughly kind of patrolling those two squares, I guess, and
Routinely.
just kind of peek in. Everything seems okay in here. Peek around the corner. Everything, they're not moved, kind of that thing.
Okay. This fellow steps inside and he sets a briefcase on the sort of checkout counter, and the cashier looks at him. And this fellow walks over, and his entire socket where his eyes would be, it looks like a VR headset, and it has 3 blue lights on each side of it. And you hear like a small noise as one of the lights like glows a little bit. About time you showed up. I'll go get the boss. I would start heading in the back. Cashier would be looking a little confused, but he's obvious. It's clear that the cashier has nothing to do with anything that's going on right now.
Fair. I'm just sort of perusing whatever's on the shelf.
I'm gonna look at the cashier and kind of gesture to like very subtly with my head, like you might want to like get back and maybe sit down, like get out of the way. Like a very just like kind of.
You might want to fuck off.
Also, who's the other token that's next to where I'm currently wandering up and down the aisle?
Yeah, as you're sort of like pretending to look at things, you look over and you see this guy, and this guy's entire head is like solid chrome, and then like in individual piece, and you see his red eyes like look at you, and they're like laser pointers staring directly into your soul, and he opens up his mouth, and you just see these rows of razor sharp teeth.
Can I help you?
You hear the sound of metal grinding against metal, and it hurts your ear a little bit as he like hurts his metal teeth. But he doesn't say anything to you. He just keeps staring at you.
I'm gonna just.
The one
back
directive
up
we were
and walk
given:
and stand
don't
next to
say
Jake.
anything.
I'm gonna stand next to Duke, and I'm gonna kind of reiterate what I just saw, and, like very quietly.
He definitely noticed that, but he'll kind of gesture with his hand, like, okay, just stand down, stay back. Like you can see, like Duke's the side of his face. He's quite obviously literally biting his tongue, trying not to like freak out and just be like, God! Like he's just.
Can I?
We need to
can I
get
try
our
to
man some
console-
counseling.
Can I console Duke in this kind of situation? Just gonna try
No.
and talk him down.
Just
You could attempt it.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try a persuasion. Let me just roll it first to see how badly this goes.
Oh God.
Where is my persuasion? There it is. So she turns to Duke and just like kind of whisper tone and goes, "If you start shooting, we don't get paid.
I said,
Calm down."
He's
I got a
he's
17.
calm. He's as calm as he can possibly be, which is not very calm, but he's not doing anything.
I got a 17, by
When
the way.
Ariel is looking in through the window, she's not really looking at anything else in the room except the Duke's face. She's just like, is he about to blow? Is he about to go off? She wants to know. That's how she's gonna know if shit's about to go down. Never mind everything else that's happening. It's like she's gonna
I'm
know.
pretty decent.
I want to make a quick note to everyone that's watching this that I've already established myself as a fucking maniac an hour and a half into the first session.
Yeah, that's
We
pretty
have
much
like a
yeah.
session 0, and
Yeah.
Is it
He
now my
knows,
job to
okay.
tame the monster? You've got
Okay.
to calm down, Duke.
I'm fine. Like that's the first time you actually talked. I'm fine. Just
I know you can't see my eyes, but I can see into yours. You're not doing well.
So, as you're chit-chatting and trying to get this cowboy to calm down, you hear like the sound of stomping, and it's like metal stomping footsteps, and you see this massive fellow duck his head through the frame with a couple of his lackeys, and this guy is easily 9 feet in height, and it's mostly because of these legs that he has. And these legs, they look like a more punked out hydraulic version of like athletes prosthetics. They're almost like digigrade in nature, and you know this guy could just leap across the room in like snap of a finger. And he is a very intimidating figure, and it's obvious. Well, it's actually not obvious. Would anybody like to make any streetwise checks?
Yeah.
I would.
I mean, I would be very, very interested to know what's going on. This is a 19.
Can I see this guy through the camera that's inside there? The one lone crappy camera.
See the camera flicker, and you can hardly make out his figure, but you see this guy's 9 tall easily, because the other guys next to him don't seem short. They look short by
Gotcha.
comparison. You got a 19. This guy looks a bit like a poser, but he's a little bit too intimidating to be a poser. This guy's clear inspiration was Adam Smasher. Like you could tell, but just by looking at this guy, he took one look at Adam Smasher. He's like, I want to be like.
I'll turn to Duke and
Like I said, I rolled shit, so I assume Duke is just like barely keeping it together, and it's not.
I think this guy's a big fan
Sweat.
of Adam Smasher. In a hushed tone. He likes the Smasher.
This guy has he has nothing on his chest. He's just completely chromed out, and you see like all these different sort of like synthetic rubber looking muscles running through him, and you see them beating like it's obvious that some sort of fluid is running through them. It's very uneasy to look at, and this guy's got massive fists, and there's small holes between each of his.
That's unpleasant to look at. Just Vacant sort of like starts to gag a little bit. She's very uncomfortable with it.
Any change with the guys outside?
Yeah, there's obviously some chatting going on, because one of the guys lifts up his chin and like looks over, and he's like hearing something, and he snuffs out his cigarette and starts heading inside, and the other guy's just he's still not even halfway through his, so he's just chilling out smoking.
Did he then, like, when she goes back to the window, because there's another person that came in with, I'm gonna call him Adam Smasher.
Yeah, we don't have his name.
Did he
So.
like recognize, like, is what any of those guys in the room the same guy that was just outside smoking the cigarette?
I also do love Cyberpunk. Thank you, Kelly. That's so good.
Yeah, you look through and it's clear that this guy made just like a U and just headed right in. That means that the back is not very big. You got that going for you in case you got to go back. But this guy walks up and looks down at the person you're here to protect. So you're the one here to trade, huh? You look like a little bitch. You look down at him. You don't even have any specs. Fucking old man walking the streets thinking you're gonna trade shit. Alright, fine. I'll humor you, you fucking bozo. You guys know the bozos are a gang.
gonna move over a little bit closer, still browsing the shelves. Just sort of watching over my shoulder.
This guy, despite his, like, pissed off demeanor, one of the lackeys is carrying a case.
I'm just... Duke is just breathing, like, okay, it's fine. It's just, like, trying very hard.
Do it, Duke. Do it.
This guy raises his hand and, like, snaps his fingers very impatiently, and one of his guys steps over behind the counter and sits down the briefcase. Alright, let's see if you got it. And this fellow just nods, face down, and opens it up. And you see stacks upon stacks of Eddies.
Bacon's staring at it with what you would imagine is a very intense holy shit stare.
It's a lot of money. You're just looking at this, you know that this is enough money to buy a fucking building in the city. Like, easily.
Yeah, she's watching, but like not making it. No, she is making it obvious that she's just staring at this pile of money.
Meanwhile, Uptime is trying to like figure out more about this building, learn as much as he can, see if he can get access to fire suppression, and also any other things like door locks and also electrical systems, if you can.
Nice.
So,
Duke isn't looking at the money at all. He's looking straight at the big guy.
Okay.
you see it, Red.
What are you trying to do again?
He's trying to basically gain access to the build. He's trying his best to get access to this building's electrical and as well as also automated infrastructure. So basically, fire suppression, electrical, and any security features like door locks or whatever, automatic door locks. So basically, he wants to own the building, or at least that floor, that small chunk of the building for a bit.
With a 22, you are able to get the door locks. You're also able to get the bulletproof shielding windows to drop. And you're also able to control the lights and other basic stuff. And fire suppression will be a thing, but this thing is a little bit rudimentary. It just uses a water-based fire retardant.
Perfect.
Strain UK,
that's all
thank
that
you
he
for the
needs.
follow. Much
Awesome. He's going to hold off on all of it, but he just has his fingers on pretty much every trigger that he can. He's going to turn that place into a disco if he needs to. So.
And this punk is seemingly refusing to open up the key. And your escort, the person you're escorting, looks between the big fellow and this guy. Are you gonna show me? We gotta have a trade here. Calm the fuck down, get your panties out of your ass. It's there, I promise. And the big fellow steps up and looks down at him. I can't take it out of the case. Otherwise, it'll start getting room temp. You don't want this thing at room temp, got it? Good. And he pats him on the head. This giant mitt.
Right.
See, Duke is just like literally his hand is just like on the grip of his revolver, just like, oh baby, like.
I
If
get a
everyone
super
was in the
strong
window
Brock
now,
Sampson
on
vibe from the
roughly a
Duke.
scale of like Duke's gonna go and like Duke is really gonna fucking go. Whereabouts
He is a professional. He's trying to do what the dude hired us to do, but he is really having a hard time.
I'm gonna strategically position myself between the two and try to cut and turn Duke before he ends up making a mistake.
Like I said, I have my other hand just like I'm trying to make sure that Vacant is keeping their eye on this big guy because I do not like them being this close.
If you look down at Vacant, you notice that she's got her hand on the handle of the katana ready to just swing.
Red, am I getting any weird from? I imagine the building, if it has fire suppression, it probably has some kind of chemical sniffer, probably for something like carbon or what have you, or the chemicals in the air as well as heat. Am I getting any weird spikes out of that room right now? Like I'm assuming from the case, but also from these guys.
The case is subdermal. It is incredibly cold. It is just like a solid blue blip.
It's going to like narrow his eyes behind his virtuality goggles. what the flying hell is that? And he's going to begin flipping through the net. And this isn't him like actively. He's not actively net running in the sense he's trying to cause damage or anything. He's just using the net traditionally. He's doing as much research as he can at the moment. What the hell needs to be cooled to? And he's going to enter in the temperature. I'm assuming it's like a couple. If it's like literally a cold spot in the room, like that low,
Yeah.
where it's like on infrared, like black, he's going to assume we're talking like only a few degrees above like containment near absolute zero here.
Yeah.
So he's going to look up online like what possible things are going to be kept at those temperatures in a case that size.
So, as you're looking this up, the big guy pushes your escort out of the way, looks down at the eddies, and he starts going through them. He like picks up and he starts going through the stacks and he's flipping through them, making sure that they're all real. I don't know. This doesn't look like enough. You look down at the guy. It's all there, I assure you. Yeah, but how can I figure that? What am I supposed to sit here and count everything? What do you think I am, some sort of fucking net runner?
Use a calculator.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
He slowly turns his head and looks at you.
Layla's quite small as a person already, so he's towering above her. Like Layla's only like 5'2".
He leans forward and like looks down at you. What?
I'm going to put my arm out and like literally be like pushing Vacant behind me. You heard what they said. Now all the money's there.
Ariel just watches as like Layla says something, and just goes sighs, goes, and just grabs the assault rifle and cocks it and gets ready.
Oh shit.
I think you owe me an apology.
I think I owe you fuck all. Staring at him up.
Yeah, the guy you're supposed to escort looks back at you like you're fucking everything up.
Yeah.
I just like turn towards where I know like Miguel is, and I'm just like giving like the it's going wrong like.
Again, I'll kind of intercept my arm one more time, and I will get right in their face. Look, I think tensions are a little high right now. Why don't we all just show each other some manners and everybody relax? Meanwhile, his hand is like literally fucking white knuckle grip on his revolver.
You can just hear like the sounds of a heavy breathing from a gas mask from behind you.
He holds up his hand, one of his massive hands. It's like significantly bigger than the size of your face. Let me get this clear. You're threatening me.
I'm not threatening nobody.
Then get your fucking hand off that polymer one-shot, you little bitch.
This gun is worth more than all that shitty chrome you got, you motherfucking asshole.
Duke, no.
Can I open up? Do I have access to the audio in this room?
Yeah, but it's like really, it's really shitty, and you can like you can hear the briefs of the conversations inside.
Literally just like agent messages to both of them, all caps. Shut the fuck up. He's going to make them like flash rainbow too, like that cheap like TikTok filter.
Where have you put this? Hold on.
On your agent. You did give me your agent's number, by the way. This is on you. I apologize. But
yeah, I'm seeing this and my eyes are just getting fucking glazed over.
Shut the fuck up. It's like rainbows. It's like
Remember, this is inside the gas mask as well, so it's like bright.
Right.
Right in our eyes.
So, you push this guy. You really push this guy. He's gonna jam his fist into your gut and shoot at you.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
Second, I will say, go ahead, obviously, The second I see his fist coming at my stomach, I'm gonna pull the revolver and put it right under his fucking chin and pull the trigger.
Oh god.
Can I react as well, or is that too many actions in one second?
So let's have the two of them interact, and then we're gonna roll initiative.
All right. And did I ever
Oh,
find out
God.
what's in the case, or is it still searching?
So
You
You-
probably
you-
have heard
This
the
employer of
gunshots.
ours is going to be so happy when we kill these people, and he gets to keep his eddies, and we get the case of whatever that shit is.
Oh my god.
Oh. Yeah.
Now,
Oh,
This
that's
is
a
gonna,
big
this is gonna be
weapon.
fun, right?
I will say, that for my combat awareness, I can, when combat begins, anytime outside of combat or in combat with an action, I'm going to use my damage deflection on this. So if he's shooting me, so it will reduce it by the first damage I take this round by 2.
okay. Well, I'm just gonna I'm gonna do my math here real quick, just to make sure I'm not screwing anybody over. You're going to take 40 damage before armor. You can go ahead and roll your shot as well, but you are taking a critical injury.
Holy shit!
He's shooting you in the body, so this will be a critical body injury. You cannot take next turn. You cannot take an action, but you can still take a move action. The base death save penalty is increased by 1. He shot something very vital. You don't know what, but you are hurting so unbelievably bad. The only thing you can get in is this shot before the
Okay,
make it count.
fantastic.
You're shooting at point blank. Okay.
Okay.
So you're shooting him in the head specifically. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that. Can make it. And you jam your gun barrel up on the underside of his chin, and he just moves his head, and you see the bullet like whiz up and spark as it like rips some of the metal away from him. Roll initiative.
Oh
Okay.
Jesus.
Is that
Right.
D10 plus what? Dex or?
Oh, you can just scroll up and.
I'm not using the roll 20 because I didn't fill in. I'm using the app.
That is
I'm also using the app as well. So
okay.
Okay.
Just tell me what you roll, and then I'll.
a D10 plus Dex, yeah.
Yes. D10 plus reflexes.
Oh, reflex. Yeah.
Oh, plus reflex. Okay, that's done.
12 for me.
Put on some combat music.
I want to know what combat music
Nice.
Okay, so it's 40 before armor, you said?
Yes, he's shooting you in the body. There we go. Okay, so you rolled a 12. Vacant.
Yeah.
What did you roll, Siren?
Hold on. Plus reflex. I rolled 14.
13. And Miguel, what did you roll?
Uptime rolled a 13. It should be on there. I'm using the roll 20. So
I rolled a
checking.
14. Sorry.
You're good. I'll just add 1 to it.
And then I just reduce it by my total armor value, right?
Yes. So whatever your armor
Okay.
value is currently.
So, and it was 40 damage?
Yes, sir.
Jesus Christ.
That's so much damage.
He just rapid fire gut shot you. So like
with an SMG, yeah.
No, that's I told y'all what Duke was.
Look, I did everything I humanly could from outside, okay? Oh, jeez.
Paul's raiding with a party of 8. Welcome in, folks. Hello,
Oh, you know
hello.
what?
Hey.
Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hell yeah, you're at a great time. We just got to combat. Duke just got his innards ripped in half by a submachine gun.
And it's to my song.
Oh, it's Duke.
I'm so happy.
Speaking of...
Volleybo, thank you for the follow. Much love.
I really might die in the first episode.
No.
Also, by the way, Internet, that is in fact the bet who got shot first, and it wasn't me, fuck off. Anyway, so...
Z-Leading, thank you for the follow.
I had the lowest percentage. Fuck
Yeah.
y'all for doubting me.
Love y'all.
That's hilarious.
Tony Shaw, thank you for the follow. We're gonna get right into it. So, starting with initiative. Let's see, everybody in. Oh yeah, we gotta get our. Let's see, Illyria, thanks for the follow. Much love. Yeah, I need to make sure that the guy you're escorting has combat. It wouldn't be fair if you just didn't have nobody.
Just pieces out.
He's,
I'll say as we enter proper combat, I'm gonna switch my combat awareness to my spot weakness.
okay. Spot weakness allows you to do 2 extra damage on the first time you deal damage, right?
I'm gonna put 4 points into it, so it should be 4 extra damage.
Okay.
But I can't take an action my first turn because he just shot the fuck out of me.
So, this psycho pretty much sees that you're done for, and what he's going to do is going to turn to the bodyguard, and you'd see his jaw unhinge, and you hear like a little, you see like what looks to be some sort of rubber material, and his jaw opens up incredibly wide, and you see these massive like anaconda-like fangs, and he's just going to snap into the bodyguard. Well, the guy you're bodyguarding is.
Nice.
Oh no.
Because you see, so we actually rolled poorly. Okay. You see his jaw clenched down, and you see these like sparks of metal fly out of his mouth. It's very clear that this guy's plan of action now is to grab both of the briefcases and get the fuck out of there. He doesn't care what happens to you guys, because you're the one that brought this on anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay,
I
sorry.
get the feeling we should probably evacuate.
I'm working on it.
Can I text you on the side, just going, hurry the fuck up?
You don't need to text me. I am well aware of the sound of gunfire.
Okay.
Okay, Siren, what are you doing?
Siren is going to, seeing all this go off. Okay, so you said someone looks like they're going to try and grab both briefcases and run, right?
The guy you're
The
escorting.
person that we're bodyguarding, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The guy that's outside by the door, is he reacting in any way?
He hears the gunshots, so he like. This guy's super chill. He is chilled. He looks like he just buzzed out of his mind. He hears the gunshots. He just nods and takes another drag.
He's buzzed out of his mind?
Yeah, he's just chilling. He is chilled.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
That's-
Just trying to think whether I should try and go around that way or whether I should.
He's
try and,
clearly on some strong
block
dwarfs
it.
right now. Let me make that.
Doing good.
Shoot credit. What's my movement speed?
It'll be your move times 2. That's how many squares you can move.
So I can move 10 squares. Okay, that's not many. Well, it's okay. It's fine.
You also
Can
you can
I,
shoot through the glass if you would.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I shoot through the glass?
Yes, you may.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this person that is, a bit scary at 9 foot, probably the biggest threat in the room. I'm gonna just try and shoot him as he's kind of like gut punched. my patient, and I need to get to that person. So,
To get to the patient.
so I'm gonna try to shoot him. But is there any way? So I have quite a high cyber tech score. So like I know my way around like cybernetics and stuff. Would I? No, I know how to repair them. So would I know how to efficiently damage one? Like where to shoot? Where I might be able to make some kind of damage that will like fuck up his cybernetic enhancements.
Making calling a shot, like saying where you're going to shoot, rather than shooting at something, that's a -8 penalty to your attack roll. But you can do it.
A -8 penalty.
Yeah, you could disable some of
Okay,
his
so
tech,
I like
depending on
add
what
all
you're
the
doing.
things, and then I take 8 from wherever that is.
Yes.
Okay. I am gonna try it.
Duke just learned it's a bad idea to do called shots.
Yeah, Duke literally just tried to like barrel stuff this guy, literally shoot him under the chin. Guy just goes, "Shoo." It's fat, like literally at Mach 10.
Yeah, he had like an evade.
Oh shit. This is going well.
Okay, do you know what? If I don't have like anything that like extra because of my cybernetic knowledge that is like what anyone else would have, then I'll probably just shoot him.
Okay, he's gonna shoot him straight.
Yeah.
Okay, make an attack roll for me.
20.
You rolled a 20?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if he can evade.
Oh, of course.
He
He
doesn't.
doesn't know I'm here.
He doesn't evade it. Roll your damage.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll just say he doesn't know you're there. That's a good.
Yeah, he has no idea. I'm stealthy. Or he just looked out the window and went, that flowery dress girl doesn't seem like a problem.
Raises a fucking like heavy assault rifle.
Cool, I
20
distracted him.
23 points of damage.
23 points of damage. Okay, you're gonna find out really quickly that this guy has subdermal armor, but you did do some damage to it.
Okay.
So let's see here.
Okay.
We'll drop.
I
Down
did
to
something.
23. You're gonna do a grand total of 12 damage.
Oh, it's less impressive.
Less
That's a
impressive.
good chunk though.
Yeah, you shoot him and you see some like weird coolant fluid leaking out of his gut, and you see his head snap as he looks at you, and he knows that you're there now, and you see
I try to be like intimidating, but like I'm a bit taken aback, so I just feel like
Just wave out.
So not this isn't his turn, but this is more for flavor. You see something pop up on his arm. See something pop up and it has a massive barrel on it. So it is a booster's turn. This guy is gonna run over.
oh
and try
dear,
to
that doesn't
intercept.
look good for me.
Oh fuck.
Oh no.
This guy's going to attempt to club the guy that you're bodyguarding.
We're not
Yeah,
doing a
he
very
was
good
gonna
job of
leave us anyway.
bodyguarding, aren't we?
No, you're not.
We're doing a fantastic job.
Asian for the close. Just have everybody's things on fighting. Okay. You see this guy come over, the guy with the teeth, and he opens up his jaw really wide, and he tries to take a bite out of this guy's arm as he's reaching for the briefcase, and he just moves out of the way. Like, well, it's your turn. Everything is turned to hell in a handbasket.
Yes, it has.
Shit, help us.
Okay, so one, I can't help you if you guys are suiciding in there against like 5 dudes. Sorry. 2, one, has that search ever come back with anything, or is it still searching at the top of my turn?
It is still running. You're having to literally look all over the web for keywords.
That's fair. I figure he has a program handling that at this point. He's obviously busy. So, we need to do a couple things all at once. So the virtuality goggles go down, and he's going to immediately, using that infrastructure that he hacked earlier, let's see how these guys like fighting in dim, dark, shitty environments with a little water to boot. He's going to, using that audio system he hacked earlier, the music we're listening to, Vacant's song, gonna jack that up after he sends an alert to everyone that just says, "Close your ears," and he's gonna take his hand and just sort of, he's gonna play DJ, jack the volume up beyond safe limits, and punch the music. And if he can, he'll pop the fire suppression system simultaneously. If not, I'll do that in a separate turn.
Damn.
So
Covering our ears. Okay.
Yeah, I technically do have 2 net actions, so I guess it'll be 2 separate net actions.
So the music comes on and it gets blaringly loud. Let me here. Posture check for everybody and a hydration check. Thank you, Nate.
Can I add some flavor in just while we're doing that?
You may flavor it up however you like.
So Vacant, with the enhanced audio, literally just hits a mute button on both sides. It is now completely deaf.
So let's see here.
Well, that's
Double checking things, making sure that this guy doesn't have anything. Okay, so the music starts playing incredibly loud, and these 2 gang members are kind of, they're a little worried now. They did not expect people to be tapping into the systems. And the sprinkler comes on, and it starts spraying this safe water everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, on that note, it'll be Vacant's turn.
I do have one last thing he's going to do before the end of his turn as a free action. He's just going to type, "Get out of the room," all caps, and that's going to be
all
the
rainbow
end of
letters.
it.
Rainbow.
Yeah.
Rainbow,
This one's going to be flashing red, like flashing with little like alert signs on the side.
Don't
Little, like,
don't flash
little,
me,
like,
please.
With everyone running.
I'll assume Duke can see the red with the blood all over his.
It's the difference from your blood is that this flashes.
Yeah, blood doesn't flash unless you have a cool mod.
Can you put on Blood Rave from the movie Blade, please?
I will get taken down. It's your turn.
Can I? Alright, so seeing these letters appear in front of her face while she's about to take a swing with the sword, she's gonna just instinctively. And also she can't hear a thing. She's literally just gonna grab Duke by the arm and yank him out through the front door. If I can do that.
Okay, so you're forcing movement?
Yes.
I'll say that's
Unless
fine.
you-
Duke, are you willing or are you not?
I'm literally dragging you by the arm out, towards the front door.
I will say he's not willing, but he's not in any position to fight back. So yeah, I'll willingly go.
Okay.
Like he's still like waving his arm with the revolver, like, but he's being. He's,
Homebrewing a little bit. I'm gonna let Duke. You can move your movement, mostly just because you can't even take an action on your next turn. I'll let you do that during Vacant's turn, if you wish.
Cool.
Okay.
So movement is your movement score. Well, I've got movement score 6. How many squares can I move? Is that
Times 2, so 12.
12? Okay. So I'm gonna drag Duke. 1, 2, 4.
I'll follow you.
So there's 6 right there. 7, 8,
2,
9,
3.
10. So probably about there-ish. Right round to where Siren is. I'm just dragging you by the arm. It's like, come
Okay.
on. If your movement is less than mine, then I would probably have dropped you by accident.
I hope
That's
this is
why-
I have the same movement, but
Oh, perfect. So we were right next to where Siren is.
I will say, as I'm being dragged, I'm like, I ain't fucking done with you. As I'm like bleeding and coughing up like blood and waving my fucking revolver.
Let it go, Joke. We've lost. We gotta go.
I guess we can call this a mission a failure.
Quite perhaps.
This was the easiest 100 Eddie. All we had to do was say nothing.
All you had to do was say nothing. What did you say? You should just use a calculator.
Everything. You said everything.
I suggested that he uses a calculator and he just got pissy with me.
Oh,
Technically,
yeah.
it's not my fault.
Like, Duke was literally biting on his tongue so hard that he probably drew blood. Meanwhile, you had to run your fucking mouth, and look what happened to me now.
I'm just gonna say, if you all make the Netrunner the face of the party, I will be upset.
How can you be the face of the party when you're just hiding all the time?
Because I thought I would be the liability here.
No, it
No.
turns out that
No,
it turns out
the
that Link
solo.
is the liability.
What's
Yeah.
really funny is when McGraw gets into combat and people are like taunting him, like, "What are you gonna do? Run a mile away and hack me?"
Don't tempt me, buddy.
This
I'm quite literally a shit starter.
so it's this ganger is gonna he's gonna get an idea. He's gonna see these three sort of like locked into it. He's gonna grab both of the cases and start running.
Good.
Oh, okay. He's going,
Oh,
the back door.
Santos.
Hold on a minute.
The fire suppression is going off in like the whole floor right now, right?
Yeah, it's actually pretty much clouding up the place, so this guy can easily slip off without anybody even noticing him.
Cool.
But
cool,
you guys
cool.
notice him, of course.
Wait, did we see that person leaving?
You saw him go in the back. You're not sure where.
Yeah, I'm looking through the window, so I would see it for sure.
I wouldn't see it. I'm too busy carrying Duke.
This guy, the guy that you're supposed to be protecting.
I know where he's going as well because I've seen
The back
that
door.
they
Yeah.
go in that entrance and then come through into the shop floor, so I know where he's going.
You know he's going through the back, and you saw somebody go through that way, so he's probably gonna come out here.
Perfect.
So
See about
we'll check for our friendly neighborhood ox here.
Oh
Good
god. Have we killed Ox?
This good enough? Oh no, this guy's ox. The big cyber psycho dude is ox.
Big
Yeah.
smasher. Ox.
Paul says, "Love all the cosplay items, by the way, guys." Thank you. I held them at
Thank you.
gunpoint until they got costume pieces.
I didn't get any. Listen, I didn't get this. I made this.
I
can't
made
see
mine
shit.
too. Thank you very much.
I
I've
am
wanted
really-
to dress like this for a while anyway because I'm a dork. So
You're my
I am
favorite
boiling alive, but it's worth it.
Four
dork. I am
times.
boiling
I
alive.
can't see shit out of my right eye right now.
So happy.
I just see bright pink neon.
So this guy shoots. And this fellow narrowly dodges. The pellets just sort of like scrape off of the metal plating, and he's gonna keep. There's one. Too much movement. The bodyguard. Four, 5, 6.
So the guy that we're bodyguarding has nothing because the other guy took both briefcases, right?
He has nothing except for a shotgun, and you see him like making his way outside as he cocks it. He
Oh shit.
manages to get out unscathed. Okay. Duke, it is technically your turn, but you used your movement. If you want to just like talk or something like that, or just roleplay, I am all ears.
He's gonna just like cough up this like huge, just it's not even cough. He basically just vomits like a big gout of blood. He's like, "This got the fucking case," and I'm gonna point to the back door, and I'm gonna be like pointing my revolver, trying to run in that direction, but I literally can't move.
I think I might have an answer. Just don't let them leave the building.
You
Are you texting us that again?
Oh no, that's coming out now over your. That's coming out over your agent. I have been like, this is no longer a text. This is a call. I'm on speakerphone. I'm out of your pocket.
I forgot to say Vacant not turned her fucking ears back on yet, so she's fucking deaf.
We're like,
Yeah.
okay. And you're like, who are you talking to?
So you
I
see this
just
guy
looks
run
over like,
forward
"What
as
the
fast as he can, and he's got this large metal arm, and it sort of like projects out and has a blade in it. He mashes right through the window and like goes rolling through the glass.
Oh fuck.
Fuck.
Oh. I think we just want to try to lock the big dude in the building, to be honest.
I could preferably as many as possible. So okay,
Alright.
here's my reasoning, if I may. I don't know. I'll just tell it so you also read so you can hear. I have access to fire suppression, which I'm now currently spraying the rooms with water. I have access to electrical and bulletproof shields and door locks. I'm about to turn this place into the world's biggest electric chair. Keep them inside.
Hell yeah.
Well, you say that, but it is his turn.
I feel like though,
Yes.
if we can get the if we can get the one guy that's got the cases to run out though, because us versus him will be fine.
Actually, I just
And
realized
then
you
we
guys
can
are
take the
grouped up
cases,
in a
whereas
pretty good spot.
We don't know what's in that case. Like
What did you say, Red?
your electric chair might like make it blow up.
Maybe. I hope it's shielded. If not, well, then we'll just deal with a second red, and we won't be around to deal with it because it'll be point blank. But either way.
Right.
We'll either be fine or it very suddenly won't be our problem anymore.
Exactly. We'll be elsewhere and we'll be rolling new characters. So, sounds great.
I did allude to this earlier. Pat, you saw that thing open up on his arm, and he's aiming it at you.
Yeah.
He's not even leaving the store.
Oh.
Okay,
shit.
yep, evasion. I'm using my evasion.
Okay.
Hold on, I need to find a very specific rule.
I just want to say I'm not taking responsibility.
I'm not gonna take responsibility for this thing that I like helped bring on.
Listen, all I did was suggest a really logical thing to do.
You fucked up.
I love you all. I love my disaster party. You're great.
All I did was egg on the maniac.
Okay.
Exactly.
So,
All I did.
this weapon he's firing is explosive.
Son
All
of a
explosive
bitch.
weapons deal their
Okay.
damage to all targets in a 10 meter by 10 meter area.
Oh, good.
Am I able to evade it?
Technically.
Are we all able to evade it?
Technically. Hold on a second.
Okay.
No, you're not able to evade. Let me see.
I'm not.
You are, because you have the reflexes.
Oh. I'm sorry, everyone.
What does
So
the reflex
he
have
is
to
going
do?
to take a few steps back. And by a few, I mean a lot. And he is going to shoot off a grenade launcher.
Oh my god. Right.
You
Fuck.
hear a and you see this projectile heading right towards you, and it's just like, phew.
In slow motion, just.
Oh my god.
Dude, you are rolling like a phenomenal beast as usual when you're GM.
I like it.
What happened? Are we taking? Oh my god.
All right. The only person here who may roll to evade is Kat.
How? Why?
I think I might be
So I
dead.
rolled a 22.
You rolled a 22.
22 to evade.
You don't evade it. Here's the
I
issue.
do?
You don't. Okay, so what's everybody?
Oh no!
Duke, what's your armor right now?
My
What is?
armor,
Yes.
well, it gets reduced by 1 after he goes through it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's 10.
It's 10. Okay, so 10, so you take 14. You would be left with 2 hit points, Duke.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, so everybody else is taking
You ain't dead. You're
24.
good.
You see, it basically hits the window here. It's gonna kill both of these Maelstrom and the cashier, and it's gonna deal a whopping load of damage to the guy who's supposed to be bodyguarding. So I'll roll a critical injury effect to him. He lost an arm.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
You see his arm get blown clean off. I'm gonna roll a critical injury effect for Cat.
Wait, am I? Hang on. Am I getting hit by this as well? Because I'm kind of around the corner.
You don't technically have full cover, so I'm not gonna give you
Fuck.
that.
Oh no!
Okay,
It
Cat.
was a
What
good
happened to me?
How much armor do you have, Cat?
How do I find that? What's that?
It should be
Under-
on combat.
Under combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Under combat. Yeah, I've got like it says helmet, body, and shield.
Just go with body for right
Excellent.
now.
Body,
Yes.
11.
11. So you're gonna block 11 of 24, so they'll bring it down to 13. And you take 13 damage, so you're not actually taking a critical effect.
That's
And
pretty
do
solid.
I minus all of my body, or what do I do there?
You minus 1 from your body, because whenever damage rolls over your armor,
Okay.
it takes 1 point of like actual integral
So I take 13 points of damage and -1 from my body.
Yeah, you didn't take half your health, so you're down to 22. So you didn't take a critical injury. So ignore that critical.
Okay.
Let me see how
Never
much
mind, sorry.
armor. You're good. So yeah, like I said, the guy you're supposed to be escorting got his arm blown clean off. And Art, how much armor do you have?
I have 11.
Okay, so you're just gonna take 13 from a bunch of. So as soon as this thing goes out into the street, there is this like citywide, or not like block wide. You hear a bunch of alarms start going off, and you see glass and just explosions, and these people just painted across the pavement into the street. And you see a severed arm lying somewhere, and the guy you're supposed to be escorting just laying like on his ass. Obviously, he's got his whole ass arm blown off. You guys just get riddled with shrapnel. This thing is going really badly, but the only thing you got going for you right now is this guy backed off.
Yeah, we're kind of a wee bit fucked here.
So
We need Miguel to do his magic.
I'm literally one turn away, guys. Just don't die
Leave
for
Miguel
one
to do his
turn. I'll do
magic.
my best.
Cat, it is your turn.
Yeah.
So if something goes bad, this is your fault. That's what I'm trying to say.
We're all just
My
freaking
turn.
on
Yes,
the
it is
floor,
your turn.
like-
Which I know you just got injured, but if I could be a mite selfish here, I have 2 hit points.
No, I know. My I kind of tried to duck out of the way of this missile coming in. Kind of succeed. Like riddled with shrapnel, and I just kind of have this instinct to like, try to start pulling it out of myself and everything, and then I'm like, no, Duke, and I turn around and I start trying to help. Duke, I feel I have something on me in my inventory.
Yeah,
Something
I think you said you
made?
had a pack, some kind of a grenade.
No, I made something because I have
You have oh yeah, you
Speed
have those
heal.
stims. Yeah, speed heal. So you're gonna inject him with that.
a target who is not in the. You're not mortally wounded, are you?
I'm seriously wounded.
He is critical,
Yeah,
not more. Well, I
but
don't
is he
believe-
mortally wounded? He's not a mortally wounded wound state.
I think mortally wounded is if I'm at 0.
Yeah, mortally wounded is you're dying.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to ask.
he's
So
not.
it says a target who is not in the mortally wounded wound state immediately heals an amount of hit points equal to their body plus will.
The my
So
body
I
plus my will.
Your
Sounds
body
right,
plus
yeah.
your will. So I grab out of my pack. I grab like this small kind of a injection, and I just I kind of just like grab the back of your head and just stick it right in the neck.
Yeah, you can quickly identify that he has a spinal injury, so that was a great spot to put. So
Yeah, like right in that spot where I know that he took damage.
yeah, let me clarify. Mortally wounded is you have less than 1 HP.
Okay.
Okay, so he's 2, right?
Yes, too. So he's
Sure.
technically just seriously wounded, quote unquote. So how much are you restoring
Just
to?
about. I go just in the nick of time. Yeah, I will. I'm like, please work, and I just kind of grab that. So it's heal. You heal an amount to equal to your body plus will, so whatever that is.
Like as soon as you inject, he's just like, "Whoo! I'll be a huckleberry," and I'm just like,
So what is your
He's
body in
awake.
your will, Duke? I know it's decently high.
my will is 7 and my body is 6, so
Okay,
I
so
get 13.
Nice. So you feel like you're back
And
in
as,
the fight.
as you make that statement, I'm like, well, calm down, because that's my only one.
Okay, Miguel, it's your turn.
All right, so Miguel is just sort of sitting at the top, watching this madness unfurl. As he sees the explosion, he just immediately, son of a, and he's just gonna jam on his, he's gonna jam on the uplink that he has, and he's going to, using his net actions for control, since he is in control of this thing. Bulletproof shields down. Locks, door locks, down. And he's going to try to overload the electrical systems in there and try to fry everyone.
Blow up the amplifiers.
Okay.
I'm still the music's still blaring. He hasn't touched that, so these guys can at least die with some music if I can.
Good music.
But let's see. So, what do you want? What do you need me to do, Red?
Make a check. I think
All right. Okay, come on, Cybertech. Nope, Cyber Electronics.
Do it.
Come on,
Do it.
19.
19.
Hell yeah.
Folks outside.
Is there? I have luck. Would it be worth it?
You can spend luck to add that to your total.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll spend luck.
How much are you
Because
adding?
I've got. I think I've got 3 luck, as I recall. No, I have 6 luck, I believe.
So how many of those points have you spent?
We'll dump 3 into this.
Okay, so you have a 22 total.
Yeah, sounds good.
So folks from the outside.
If I need to, you know what? One more. Sorry.
So 23.
Yeah.
Okay. Folks from the outside, you see these metal grates just slam, like everything's slamming, and you hear the sound of like agonized like screeching as this guy's essentially being fried alive.
You can also probably hear over the intercom inside. Hello, Night City! I've got something to electrify you tonight. As he slowly increases the volume.
Hell yeah.
Slowly increases the volume.
Hell yeah.
And then he's going to drop it down so the audience doesn't go deaf.
Okay. Okay, so as far as you know, the Ox has been dealt with, but there is still the matter of getting those cases.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask Red, does this door also lock and shut as well? Do you think yes or
Did you choose to have it locked?
He did. He saw that this guy was going into the back room from the camera, and he saw this other guy was the one who was hanging out there. That's where the last guy went,
Okay.
since he was watching this whole time.
In that
So
regard,
this
I'll
whole
make a
building is locked. If he can.
check.
Basically, he pushed the button in FTL that closes every door on the ship as
Yeah.
best as he could.
So you
So-
see this door go to drop down, and this guy that looks like stoned out of his mind on like some serious dwarfs, he looks up, sees this door, puts his hands up and holds it.
Holy
And
shit.
he pushes it up and back open, and he looks over.
Oh bother.
I can't do anything about that one.
This guy looks pretty beat
Ariel.
up. Sorry, go ahead.
Shit.
What's Ariel
I
doing?
think
Oh no, I just said she cocked a gun.
Oh.
I think doing that, Uptime's realized that he has. This is the best he can do from that position. He's gonna close up his deck, and then he's going to use his movement action to come back down the railing ways on that side to get back down towards street level as safely as he can,
Okay.
but with a little speed if possible.
Well, so you're heading down 3 stories, so I'm gonna say that it's gonna take you a couple of turns to get down to ground level, but
That's fine.
You kind of hope that you're in a good situation, but regardless, it is Vacant.
Where is this other guy, by the way? Is he the guy that had the cases? Is that him at the
He-
top?
No, he's in the back room.
Oh, he's still
Oh, yeah,
inside.
yeah, the guy has the case.
Presumably frying.
Yeah.
Probably frying to death.
We gotta
Um,
deal with this fucking idiot and then get back there and get the case.
Where is that other guy that was holding the door open?
He's right here.
That's this
He's
one
up
right
here.
here.
Oh, it's him,
Yeah.
right, okay.
Has 3
Uh,
pings simultaneous.
Let me see. Let me see how many I move. I'm just making sure I can move. 4, 6, 7. Oh yes. So I can make it to there, and I'm gonna.
Okay, so just a sec. This is
went
a
back.
truck, so you're like sliding over the hood of it. I'm gonna have you make a check if you want to slide over the hood of this truck.
Do you know what? Yeah, that'll look cooler. Okay, what my check?
Acrobatics, I believe, is a check, or athletics, either or. I'm okay with either. Whatever you can justify, I'll take it.
Athletics, and that was a 15.
15. You Dukes of Hazard style. You just like slide over the hood of this car, coming straight at this dude with your katana.
Yeah. And
Slice
she's gonna
it
do
down.
like a, she's gonna do like a Superman leap and try and basically just slice across the chest, like right across from left to right.
Make me a roll.
So like that, just to point out, it's across there, right there.
The classic samurai jack. Yeah.
Exactly. Just fucking leaping towards the Superman pose. That's a 12. Wait, no, it's not. That's an aimed attack. Hold on. I put the wrong one. Just attack,
Are you
there
gonna
we go.
spend any luck for this?
No, because I rolled an 18 for this instead.
You rolled an 8.
I clicked the wrong button. Sorry, that was my bad.
Oh no, you're fine.
I re-rolled it.
No worries. I'm gonna have this guy make his evasion roll.
18 to hit.
He
Oh.
misses. Roll damage for him.
Nice.
He's unable to
There we
dodge.
go. He takes a whopping 8 damage.
Just 8. This guy,
Yeah.
this guy's holding the garage open, and he looks over, and you like slash him across the chest, and you just like kind of tear into his armor a little bit. He doesn't take too much damage. He just looks kind of pissed off now that you did that.
I don't think I can do anything else. That's the problem.
As he's holding the door open, you see that weasel with the 2 cases like look, see that you're there, and he starts breaking off into a sprint.
Oh fuck! So he just runs past me.
Yeah, he runs right past you as you're like slicing him, and he starts heading down this alleyway.
Well, shit. I would probably shout over that he went that way.
This fellow walks up to you, like holding the spot where blood is just profusely coming out of his arm, and he slumps against the wall. You fucks need to get those cases. You have no idea what's in those.
I mean, I wouldn't hear that, so I can't comment.
I will say, Duke literally sounds like he's malfunctioning. He's like, there's 2 kinds of people in this world. Two kinds of people in this world. Those are guns, those who dig. Those are guns, those who dig. And he's like literally like glitching out.
Oh god.
He,
Such a
are we-
mess.
Are we still in combat right now?
yeah, you are currently.
Okay.
This guy like pushes into you, Siren, because he's not willing to take his hand away from like the part of his arm that got severed. He's just like nudging into you. Get your ass over there and get that fucking case back.
Oh, we're still in combat, right?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm next after
Okay,
him, so
Sorry. Is it my turn?
Not yet. There's a few turns before. Won't be. This guy is he injects something into himself. That's the only reason that he is standing up and awake right now, is because of the fact that he just injected himself with some sort of door. The only way he's able to talk. But it is Duke's turn.
okay. So despite the glitching, I'm gonna go full speed, so I can go. Well, my movement is affected by my injury, right?
No, not currently.
Okay.
You can also take
So
an
then-
action.
So then I'm gonna go the full. I can go 12, right?
Yes.
So that's 9. I can go 3 more. Can I see him down in the alley?
Are you gonna chase him or are you gonna shoot him?
How far away is he?
He's not too far away from you now. You could probably catch up to him and tackle him. But even in your state, even as angry and pissed off as you are, you know that something in that case is incredibly valuable, so you probably don't want to break it.
No, I'm gonna shoot him. And I'm just like I said, he's like continually glitching out. You can hear that his accent changes as he's like glitching. But he like aims up and like his arm just and snaps, and he's gonna fire right on this fucking dude.
Okay, make a roll for me.
Oh my god.
And then remember, I add 4 damage to that.
Okay, let's see here. So that'll be 12. Okay, he's gonna take a total of 8. He'll take 8 damage. You shoot him in the back, and it's sort you see like the filling of his like Kevlar armor sort of like burst as he keeps running.
Like I said, I'm just like, it's as much as like Duke is having a hard time. Is like his gun is still trained perfectly on him, and he's just gonna be like, "I'll turn your head into a canoe. I'll turn your head. I'll turn your head into a canoe."
Reach for the sky.
I need that remix right now.
Siren, it is your turn. You have been told what to do, and you just saw the guy that you watched get shot through the gut several times run off at Makta.
So yeah, so obviously her instinct would have been to try to fix up the guy that we're supposed to be protecting and try and like help have the blood flow. But as soon as he kind of yells to go after the case, and he, you know, he's conscious, he's coherent, he's like stabbed, like he's like injected himself with something. She runs after Duke, kind of cocking her rifle. So I can go 10 spaces.
I will actually.
Duke.
Go on, but
Duke is
I
just
was
falling
gonna say-
apart. You know what you are? The son of 1,000 fathers. All bastards like you. You know what you are?
We need to get you to a river, Doc.
Duke is having a hard time.
He's having
Okay.
a bad day.
having a good day. Great
I'm
time.
gonna go here. I can get him from here because I've got my magnified lens.
You're also within
think I
7
can get it from
meters,
here.
so go ahead and make that roll for me.
Yes. Uh, 19 to hit.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll your.
Kick his ass.
Kick his ass.
Kick his fucking ass!
Kick his ass.
Do you just stop yelling, kick his ass? 24 points of damage.
24 points of damage. All right.
And I'm going through the back of the neck again.
Fight.
You know, like my, that's kind of her emotion. She knows that this will either kill you, which, you know, everyone has always told her she's extremely lucky to be alive, or it will do a hell of a lot of damage.
So, you flatline this punk. A bullet goes right through his neck, and you see a burst of blood come out on the other side, and he collapses to the ground. And both of these cases just hit the ground and fall. And yeah, you got the guy
Blow
that's
up
trying
the
to get
wheel
away.
die.
Yeah, you blow something.
New
That's
campaign.
the end of Night City.
We just rewritten Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah,
You've
it never
ruined this.
happened because it's terrible.
They had to rebuild the whole city.
Again.
When I'm looking him down on the ground, like, fill your hands, you son of a bitch! Fill your hands.
I look and I go, I'll get to you in a moment, and I run to go grab the cases.
Okay. You've moved all your movement, so that'll be.
Oh yeah, we're still in combat because of this guy.
Yep.
There's one guy left that I've just taken a fucking pot shot at.
Well, I'll get to that. Miguel, you see this guy, you remember that guy that was dealing, he was talking about,
Oh God.
brain dances?
Yep.
He sees this guy missing an arm, and you see like this bright blip on your cams. He's obviously recording this. He's gonna walk up to the guy you're supposed to protect, and he's just gonna blow his fucking brains out all over the pavement. And he's like, "Oh, that was so fucking
He's-
cool! Oh my god! Oh, I feel alive!" He's like twitching and like dancing around.
Oh
Oh,
no.
no.
He did that on my turn, son.
I don't have his initiative in, but
Oh my god.
you're gonna just watch that happen. This guy just gets his brains blown out. all
Miguel,
over
it's
the
your
place.
turn. A random chaotic event happens.
Yep.
So-
Reroll DMDM for red. Thanks, Derek. This was going so well.
This is what
We
happens
needed a
when you
complication.
destroy my combat by just you know,
So what's the reroll? What's
fucking
getting
with the
rerolls?
electricals.
The reroll's for me. I can reroll whatever the hell I want.
Yep, that's exactly why.
He just re-rolled that dude's fucking life. That's what he did.
Yeah, it's just fucking dead.
I'm just curious how much
Okay.
damage you did. This guy didn't have very much health left, and I'm just curious.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
no, he wouldn't have survived that.
So
Fuck.
you're just going to everybody whose agents are open, you're just going to hear a string of profanity in Spanish and English at the same time, as he probably left his voice to text on, and it's just like it's literally him cursing as he sees this son of and he's going to like slowly begin lower. Actually, you know what? He's gonna pause when he sees that. One, sight lines. Can I see from how high up I am? Obviously, I can see that guy. Can I see this guy over the truck?
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's fighting. He's just holding up the garage door.
I'm gonna assume that everyone over there has his number. I hope to God. And he's just going to take his pistol out of his holster. And just, I hate these things. And sort of like hanging off, turn around the corner, aim, and he's gonna take a pot shot at this chump because I have a feeling we're gonna need to search this guy's body for whatever the hell we were supposed to do with those cases. And he's not even necessarily aiming to kill. He's just aiming to drive this guy off. So 16, 13
Roll,
damage
and you're
as he takes the
shooting, so-
colossally huge handgun and fires it.
You're shooting at this this dealer here.
Yeah.
Okay. In that regard, he's going to take 9 damage. He's going to get shot in the chest, and he's going to see what's going on. He's going to immediately freak out. He notices that he notices you shooting.
Yeah.
He looks like he's about to bolt.
Oh boy. Let's see. Do I get a chance to fire again? I don't think so. I think that was just the
No,
one.
just
right?
one shot. You have
One
is that
shot.
a very heavy pistol?
Oh yeah, it's a very heavy pistol.
Yeah. Okay, so your rate of fire is 1.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
All right, Vacant. You see this guy. You slash him across the chest, and he's just standing there holding the garage. And he's gonna look at you, and he holds his hand out to you. I'm a level with you, Chumba. I don't want anything to do with this. So can we like call this off? Okay, I'm like blazed out of my fucking mind right now, and I'd like to just go home. He didn't even
How
seem to
many
feel the
eddies
cut
you
you
got?
put
Down there,
across
babe.
his chest.
How many eddies are you carrying?
I don't know. Fuck, you want some like dwarfs or something? I could like.
If you've got eddies, I would spark.
Take
would
the
take
fucking
you-
Eddies and let him go for the love of all that's holy.
That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to negotiate. I'm negotiating, Uptime. Shut the fuck up.
None of us are here.
No.
I am in your ears.
Oh yeah.
Duke
that's
is
true.
just
I
a few
get to
people
hear
away.
every dumb thing you idiots are saying down there.
Uptime
And I am
is
having a
underneath
Oh
your
yeah,
skin.
that's
Isn't
true. I
climbing.
forgot
Yeah,
that
say.
you in the ear. In which case, I would have said after I picked, or like after I'd gone out, I would have said, I killed the guy with the cases. I would have told you that if you couldn't see it.
Okay. You would just get like a little thumbs up emoji in your feed.
With a little firework.
Yeah, the little okay sign.
No, it's like the Apple iMessage thing. It's like a balloon effect on the screen. Just.
I just sent
Yeah.
a bazillion euro dollar signs back.
Oh god.
Like I
Oh
said,
my
Duke is just pilgrim, dying in a way to live, die, pilgrim. Like he's just.
I'm going to mute his phone on my end. I've heard enough. Poor guy.
So how many eddies are you carrying?
he reaches
I'll
in.
get to you in one moment.
He's like very casually holding the garage door, and he like pulls out his agent. He's like, "Here's like 20. Is that okay?"
Hey, Baker's just standing with the katana like over the shoulder, ready to hit again. So, yeah, alright. Puts the katana back.
Cool. He's gonna
Lowers
drop.
the katana.
He's gonna drop the garage, and he's literally just gonna start walking off.
You 20 eddies not to hit him anymore.
20 Eddies to leave combat and go have a great day. Thank you, good
I'd
sir.
like
We'll
to
take
go
20.
home.
He's gonna start. He's gonna just start walking off. He's like, "Damn, I didn't get my fucking pizza enough."
Uptime just watches him slowly walk away, and just like from like a story and a half up, just kind of like awkwardly wave goodbye. As he walks off.
He's gonna like pew, pew, like finger guns you, and he's just gonna keep walking. This dude's like 7 feet tall, built like a brick shithouse. He just doesn't care. You know?
I just imagine that literally Vacant is just like, "You're ugly, you're disgusting, I'm gonna kill you, give me $200.
You're ugly, you're disgusting, I'm going to kill you, give me $200.
As she turns over, just holds up the device and goes, I did it. In a very triumphant, I made money. I made $20.
Okay. Okay, you just held that guy at sword point, and he's done. Duke, you watch this guy collapse into the alleyway with the cases.
I am. I will say there's no like active threats around this. There's like this jackass over here who like killed it. Well, I can't even see him.
Yeah, you can't see him.
Yeah.
He's got a gun.
Duke.
And I literally shot him to make him run. So
It's like quiet for a brief moment, and then Duke just like, "We're gonna run into the sunset," and like pull his revolver back into its holster and like casually walk up and take both cases. Like he just snaps out of it.
See, Leverett said, "Can someone lower Duke's stream quality to 720 to help with his buffering problem?"
love it.
Jesus.
Duke's running in 1080 right now on a computer from 2007.
Oh God.
Hey, it's me.
Okay. So
Yeah, like I said, he literally snaps out and like he, spins the revolver, puts it away, picks up both cases, and he's gonna like whip around. That could have gone better. And I'm gonna and like cough up more blood.
Nice.
I'll peek round the corner as well. Just have a wee look round the corner, like, oh shit. Like very bashful, because she knows that she basically caused all that to happen.
Miguel, are you gonna keep shooting at this guy? Or are you just gonna let him run off?
Honestly,
I don't know that he's there, so.
yeah, this guy.
Yes.
Yeah, no. Miguel, literally, his whole thing was he was just trying to make this guy run. If this guy shot this guy in the head, damage is already done. I'm not the cops. I'm not gonna call the cops. I just broke into a building and like fried potentially up to 3 people. I really don't want heat on me.
This is the bit where we find out that great big dude is not dead yet.
Yeah,
Oh God.
I haven't turned the power off, so if he's still alive, I think we just leave it closed and let him enjoy it until the cops handle him, because I'm not opening this up. This is a mess.
I'd say once I see Uptime, I'm gonna just like hold up both cases and start walking in a direction like we gotta get out of here.
When he gets to the ground floor, I imagine he's just gonna like drop down from a gantryway, and he's just gonna like sprint, gun holstered, over to the guy to like kneel and see and just like, son of a, damn it, he's gone, and he's going to reach his wrist out and pull out a wire and see if he can find any ports on this guy, any interface ports that he can lock into, and see if he can download as much data as he can from to see if he can find out what the fuck these cases are for and what he was doing before he bails.
Big problem. Guy doesn't have ports. He doesn't have any specs at all.
Oh shit.
He's clean.
Does he have an agent?
Not on him.
Son of a bitch. He's going to just stand up and just sort of look down. Sorry, amigo. And he's just going to begin sprinting, like, towards the street, back the way, like, we came, just be like, we need to go now, amigos. Like, yesterday. And just start running.
Yeah, I'm going to slowly follow because I'm still have lost a lot of blood.
There's a
There's
a lot of police sirens going off, and they're rapidly coming in this direction. This is a very far off area. Like, where the police usually hang out. They probably don't hang out here because it's pretty fucked. So you guys you still have a good set of wheels waiting for you if you head all the way back. But
I definitely am going to jump in and just call out to everyone. We need to get the fuck out of here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here in that car, whatever that is, the
Let's-
truck.
Let's get
Hit the
out.
truck.
Time to hit the dusty fucking trail, and I'm just gonna hit it and drive out of there as fast as I can.
so
I will say carefully, once I'm like a block or two out, I'm going to dramatically slow down and try to like find any car or traffic that I can like merge into to just be like, no, we're cool. We're not totally escaping some fucked up situation. But,
Drive
like-
casual.
Yeah.
so
Drive casual, like.
So you're not trying to do anything too fancy with the trying to get away and like blend into the highway. So you a lot are on the highway right now, and you're just sort of left with those two briefcases, a couple of very injured people that are somewhat stable, and yeah, you're left with two briefcases, one of which has a fuck ton of money in it, and the other has a chip of some sort. Don't know what it is. It's incredibly cold.
I'll hold up the cold one. This case is colder than a witch's tit. Why don't y'all see what the fuck is in there? And I'm gonna.
Vic just peers over, still very bashfully. She feels bad for how that went, so she's gonna hiding behind the case or guitar case.
Let me take a look. He holds his hand up for the cold case. And he's going to see if he can't find out more details about what's in there. Open up his agent and his deck, and immediately begin and check to see if the search results are back. And if they are, refine them with Chip.
They are.
and
The
so
results
make-
are back. Uptime.
uh,
No, and it keeps.
Shit.
So, sometimes when you think something's going to be easy and then it gets really fucking hard.
All of the time.
Yeah. I don't even. I don't.
What, like
think-
that mission that we were just in?
Oh yeah, I think that's the beginning of a fantastical, beautiful shitstorm relationship. Because this isn't returning any searches. He's gonna sort of like look at the case, see if there's any way he can access it. Perhaps if there's like a connection port onto it. Perhaps.
There is a port into it.
Can I look at it for any distinct markings, or is it just
Ariel
a plain
Ariel
black
has
case?
been like, as we've been driving, Ariel kind of got in the like passenger seat, and she immediately got all of her tools out and started kind of very coolly, calmly like extracting shrapnel from herself, leaning across and anywhere that she can kind of reach on Duke to try and like tighten up certain like cybernetic enhancements and try and make any quick fixes that she can to deal with the immediate like glitches and things. She'll deal with it properly later when they're in a better place. But she kind of when Miguel says, "I can't find anything on this," that's the only time that she just stops and just turns and goes, "You can't find anything."
Actually, let me amend that statement. I can find a great deal, but alas, it is all redacted, very, very redacted, of course. And un momento, let me try something. And he's going to take the wire out of his wrist and plug it into the port, and he's going to try to jack in with a net action, and he is going to. Let's see. I have programs here for protection. He's going to try to use armor to make sure that this thing doesn't fry him for attempting to get in.
I was
So,
gonna try and stop you from doing that, but if you've got protection, then that's fine.
I'll say as Duke's driving and Siren's literally like pulling glass out of it, like his face and side, just like.
It's like
Well-
she keeps saying hold still, even though she knows you can't hold still. She's like,
Yeah.
hold still, please.
I will say Duke is just like, Well, it was 10 minutes of work for a whole lot more than 100 credits. I mean, look at all these fucking eddies.
Can I take
Yes.
that case from you and just like look through it because I'm literally doing nothing?
And
Hey,
Well, I'll
where's
be
everybody
will say-
using some
seated?
of that to
We-
replace
I-
some of my supplies, and I'll look
Yeah.
at you pointedly.
yeah, I will slide the case over like back toward Vacant, but I will hold on to it as you like grab it and be like, "Why don't you use a fucking calculated accountant?" And then I'll let go.
Maybe if you didn't have such a fucking hard head, you might have kept some of your fucking skin. And she just sits down and opens the case.
Oh, so there's a lot of eddies in here. So you could probably spend the whole night counting and not get done. You could count through a stack and kind of multiply it. Right here, and just in this case alone, if you could take a wild guess at how many eddies are in this case, it'd probably be between 200 to 300,000.
Jesus Christ.
Heavy breathing from Vacant, like.
Okay.
Look, well, as you tech in,
I will turn to I
Yep.
will turn to Miguel, and I'll say, is there any way that could be tracked?
His visor is down, and he has rezzed armor on himself to protect himself from any brain damage. And he's jacking in. He would be right with you.
Okay.
What is it, Red?
you jack in, and you see a company's logo flash right before your eyes.
Oh no.
Biotechnica.
Oh,
He
fuck.
immediately slaps his visor up and pushes the thing out of his hands.
Oh, fuck.
Uh,
That's very bad news.
so
What is it? You look unwell. Do you need medical attention?
Vacant's
he
taking a
pulls the
sudden interest.
visor off his head and he puts it down.
Are you alright?
No, we just pissed all over the biggest biotechnological company in the entire world. The one that made all the technology we use in our cars. The one that basically stopped us from using gas. And the one that's been chasing and disappearing my family for the better part of the decade, son of a bitch. How the fuck did we get into this job for 100 eddies?
Oh, fuck.
And
well, if
that
it makes you feel any better, we have a lot more than 100 eddies now.
We are
That you
going
do.
to need it.
so
They're going to chase us for this.
I might have a place that we can lay low for a little while.
baby.
Alright.
Can I suggest that we all go back to the practice space that Vagrant uses
Sure,
as a
absolutely.
hideaway? Just to get us off the street for a little while.
Actually, I would make a different suggestion that we go back to Ariel's Ripperdoc space to get
Ah, shit.
myself and the Duke looked at quite urgently.
Let's
But what if they're looking for us?
better hope they aren't.
Exactly, we... Mm,
Happened to my mouth
there's
just completely-
suggestions.
I will say, if I'm the one driving,
You're like,
I am not listening to anything that Vacant is saying, and I'm going to drive to Siren's Ripperdoc space.
We're
yeah,
gonna say
Siren's just giving you directions as you go. So like, turn left here, and just
I just let you guys look at the map. So
Yeah.
you guys were about. I'll just pick. You guys were about here, in the Haywood Industrial Zone, like between Santo Domingo and the Industrial Zone. Pat, where would you like to say that your Ripperdoc joined?
I feel like we spoke about because of the background. I feel like we spoke about Rancho Coronado.
I believe so. Yeah, you're just in Rancho Cor.
So not too far.
Sounds good. Okay, double checking some my notes. Anyway, so let's just put a spot where you're going to put a little. We'll make a little circle where your office is.
Yeah.
So you're there.
Just like on the outskirts, yeah.
Okay. So before we get to that, think this is where we're going to end the session. Leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger.
Okay,
This was fun.
this was great.
Good stuff, buddy. Good stuff. Well done, Chuba.
2 hit points. 2 hit points.
Siren make an illegal U-turn. That does sound like.
Does sound like that. Yeah, no, Duke was
No,
literally away
sorry,
from
I
being
meant right.
mortally injured.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The thing about Siren is she sounds like a GPS.
I can't believe you were a
Really?
hit point away.
Yep. A little bit. So, thank you all for joining us for our very first session of Cyberpunk Red. This has been a lot of fun, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing how my chooms here figure out what the hell to do with all this money and that ship. So, I've been Red. I've been the Game Master. If you enjoyed this, please consider following. If you got extra scratch, subs really help out. Money goes right back into production quality. But enough about me. Let's reintroduce our cast. Let's do it in reverse order. Let's start with Kat.
Me, hi.
about
I'm
you?
Kat. I'm I say that every time. I don't know why. You're talking to me. Is there another cat in the room? I am Kat. I'm also known as the Law Mistress or Law Mistress 93 on Twitter. I'm a writer. I blog about TTRPGs and D&D. And recently, kind of branching out, I've made a couple of small games, and I'm streaming here now. This is my first ever actual play, so I'm super excited. And it was a complete. Red was like, "Do you want to do like Cyberpunk?" And I was like, "I know nothing about this." Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So here we are, that's me pretty much.
Awesome. Well, Kat, I'm glad I'm glad I talked to you into this. I know it's been a little intimidating getting to know the world a little bit, but I hope that everybody's knowledge here and mine are just sort of easing you into the dark role-playing game of the future.
Oh yeah, no, I'm doing okay. I just every so often I'm like, I don't know what that is. Google that later.
Note for later. Alec, would you like to reintroduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Alec Azam, a Protean, purveyor of all things homebrew. I run a ton of games. I have a bunch of streams. I have a bunch of homebrew content. A lot of it is actually up for free on my Ko-fi, or pay what you want if you want to give me some money. And I am super thrilled. This was awesome. I loved it. Duke almost got killed in the first fucking session.
I'm sorry.
I definitely want to give mad props because I remember like a couple months ago, I like literally hijacked one of Red's streams so we could smash past the planeswalkers. And I was talking to Red, and Red's like, "Oh yeah, I don't know, I kind of want to do a Cyberpunk game," and I was like, "Fucking do it!" And I'm gonna be a player, and we're gonna do this. And I was like so pushy about it.
Yeah, you were the first. You were the first person, and you just like fucking do it. So
yeah, I've been dying to do Cyberpunk, and this is super awesome. I can't wait to see what other crazy shit you have planned. So, yeah.
thank you, Chu. Omni, my former co-host and current good friend.
Red, my companion, my Chumba. Hello everyone. I am the Last Omnitech, your favorite robot American. You guys can find me on Twitch, my page, Twitch, The Last Omnitect. You can also find me on Twitter, same handle. I'm pretty much the same place everywhere, The Last Omnitect, all word. And I have the true honor of being having been co-host with Red on Writer's Block, and being with him in a bunch of other stuff too. You guys can see me streaming Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, 10:30 a.m. EST. I do everything from running an actual play of Caltrop Core, a thing me and Red made on Wednesdays called AS Wilds of Glasgow. So if you're in for primal role playing, that's pretty fun, like Primal Wilds role playing. On Thursday, I do a casual hangout where we just hang out, eat breakfast, and chill. And Saturday, I also like play video games too. I'm getting my ass whooped in Elden Ring currently on Thursday, so if you want to watch me do that, yeah, I'm getting good. And then Saturday, you can spot me building worlds with the community. And honestly, Red, this is everything I hoped it was going to be. I'm in love with this setting. I have been since Cyberpunk graced everyone's consoles. And I'm just happy to be here. So thank you so much. Also, for the record, I love you all, my dysfunctional, crazy party. You're great. I wouldn't change any of
I
you.
can't
So
wait.
when Miguel slings a bunch of Spanish profanity your way, know that it is Miguel and not me, because I send
Just-
nothing but hearts and appreciation. Thank you, Red, for this. It's been grand.
Oh, absolutely. And not to mention, every single one of these people here have been on Writer's Block, so that's great. Writer's Block
Hell yeah.
1, I don't know. I'll get back to it eventually. But Art, the person who
Hello.
helped make the music for this and is currently making
I
even
did.
more music for this.
Awesome
campaign.
music.
So I wasn't actually going to announce this, but then I was like, you know what, fuck it. I am writing, I wrote about a good chunk of Vagrant's actual album, but what I did today was I asked everyone for a letter between A and G. Everyone gave me a good letter. Those letters correspond to what key their personal song is going to be in. I am writing everyone a song based on how Vacant sees everyone, actually, believe it or not.
Nice.
Oh god, mine's gonna be terrifying.
yours is. I've got an idea for yours. It's fucking.
It's
great.
Tubular Bells.
Need
Oh.
to
Yeah.
dress a little better.
Is Duke's just a song called Disposable, obviously?
I
Please recycle.
I really want to show you your ref because it's my favorite one that I've got. Duke's ref
Nice.
is my favorite ref, right? Not that I play favorites.
No, not at all.
Um,
Obviously, don't play favorites
Very.
with Duke.
I'm-
You almost got it.
I'm very excited.
he is my favorite. Okay. I also want to
That's so
apologize
cool.
because I basically just caused all of this shit to happen.
No, that's it's funny. Honestly,
It was
I
role-playing
knew.
opportunity.
I'm so thrilled that like Duke is barely holding it together. All of you are trying to calm him down, and yet you were the one who fucking mouthed off.
You could
Vacant's a
use a
mouthy little
calculator.
shit, okay?
The problem is you opened up the floodgates of Duke mouthing off, which really made it so much worse.
I'm really sorry, Alec.
It's okay.
Well,
It's okay.
Did you know? You were about to say, did you know it was going to be me that started it?
I just
Is that what you were going to say?
I did mention earlier I have backups. I have backups.
I don't. Not officially.
Well,
Right.
folks, this has been Cyberpunk Red. What's yours is mine, episode 1. Honestly, I named this episode not knowing how it was going to go, but Flirtin' with Disaster is the perfect fucking name for it. My players lived up to the name. So stick around.
We were inspired by the title.
You're
We look at the
I saw the
titles and we
title
go,
and
right,
I-
this is what we gotta do.
My bad.
I
my
saw the
bad.
title and I was like, fuck it.
Fuck it, I'm going ape. So, we will be live again on the 19th, 2 p.m. CST on the same channel with episode 2. So, folks, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for all of the gift subs and all the love that we've been shown here today. This is very much inspiring and shows me that you guys want more of this. So, we'll catch you real soon on the flip and peace out, Chumbas.